Miller. Zayden Castaneda.
From Lowry Field in Lubbock, Texas, the Wylie Bulldogs have traveled to the Northwest. They look to go 2-0 on the young season, on the road for the second time in 2 games as well. We welcome you in. It is the Wylie Bulldogs at 1-0, visiting the Monterey Plainsmen at 0-1. How are you, Bulldog fans? Glad you're with us tonight as the Wylie Bulldog Sports Network, 101.7 The Raider, Wylie ISD. Glad to bring you Bulldog football. I am Andy Penny, your play-by-play voice tonight for, again, young 2022 season. The Bulldogs come into tonight's contest 1-0 after an impressive victory last week, 30-24, the final in Brownwood last week, as the Bulldogs beat the Brownwood Lions. Again, a final score of 30-24 to move to 1-0. They'll take on a Monterey Plainsmen team tonight who is 0-1. The Plainsmen dropped their first contest of the year on the road at Odessa High, Ratliff Stadium in Odessa High. They lost in overtime in a shootout, 42-39. These two teams back on the field. It's a short week, a Thursday night special at Lowry Field in Lubbock. Glad to bring you, again, Bulldog football, the Bulldog Sports Network, and 101.7 The Raider. We're a 3-man production crew tonight, or talent crew tonight, and glad to be joined in the booth for the second week in a row. He's 1-0 with the Wylie Bulldog purple and gold on. It's my good friend to my left side, Mr. Ryan Holmes. Ryan, welcome back into Wylie Bulldog football, my friend.
It is good to be on the road again, and obviously, as we were driving up, coached and taught for 10 years at a lot of places, and this is my first visit to Lowry Field, and it's a great experience. It's good to be. It's a lot better to be on the 1-0 side as traveling, and you mentioned it a little bit last week. Short week, came up short last week.
No doubt about that. As right after that first touchdown, the safety over the punter's head, and then the first play after the free kick, Braden Regala from 51 yards out. Wylie scored 16 points in a minute and 9 seconds off of the clock in that first quarter. They led by 16-3 lead. They held Brownwood at arm's length the rest of the night. Every time Brownwood had a chance to get back in the game, Wylie came up with a big play. The Ryan Price interception in the second quarter stretched it back to a 2-score lead, and then right before the half, when it was a 1-score game again, KJ Long to Harrison Heighton from 37 yards out. It was 30-17 at half, and ultimately the Bulldogs got the win, 30-24. We had them tagged at 400 total yards of offense, 267 on the ground, 135 through the air. Have to mention Landry Carlton on the ground, who was well over 100 yards last week, 21 carries, 148 yards. If you can get ball control going with that running game, he and Malachi Daniels, as well as KJ scrambling, you're going to have a chance to win a lot of football games.
Well, and I agree. They were able to, again, the offensive line, Clay and Stevenson, those guys up front did a great job creating holes and creating opportunities for Daniels and Carlton. And again, KJ did a good job, I thought, knowing, okay, I'm looking, nobody's open. Let's get something with my legs and extend the play a little bit. I thought he did a good job with that. And so if we can have that balance, and again, we threw the ball pretty decent last week as well. If we can have a balanced offense coming into week 2, and again, you talked about it on the way up here in last week, we got to make sure, let's keep that defense off the field as much as possible. And another thing I wanted to mention, that first week, jitters and all those things, and I know Coach Martin, I'm sure they talked about it, let's keep those penalties down. We had some drives that kind of got shut down or hesitated because of penalties, and maybe we can avoid that tonight as well. Having a game under our belt.
And Coach Martin said this week in his weekly coaches show, you see the most progress from week 1 to week 2. Now we have a game feel. We know what we're doing. We have some game film on ourselves. Week 1 to week 2 is where you traditionally see a lot of progress as far as cleaning up some of those things, the penalties, the turnovers, which Coach Martin was hoping to see in a compressed week with a Thursday night special. They're 1-0, though. That was the most important thing, as the tally mark went on the win side. For the Monterey Plainsmen under new head coach Judd Thrash, 0-1, but a lot of positives for the Plainsmen last week. They lost to Odessa High, 42-39 was the final, but trailed by 14 in the fourth quarter and came back to tie that game to force overtime. And you look at their stats, they're at 400 yards of offense as well, 320 of that through the air. It's a team that likes to throw the ball quick, get it out in space, and let their playmakers make plays.
Well, and it's one of those, depending on which film room you were in this week, it was okay or it was not so good. On the offensive side, you put 39 points up, you hope good things happen, and a lot of times you feel like you're going to win ball games. I'm sure this week during the defensive room, the defense coordinator probably said, all right, guys, if you will.
Well, it will come with time. Coach Thrash, the Monterey head coach, was the defensive coordinator at a school called Duncanville last year. You may have heard of them. They've won a few state championships on the 6A level in the last few years. He's a defensive-minded coach. It will come with time. And as the Plainsmen get things rolled around, they are currently 0-1. Brian, I want to come down to the field, get your thoughts on last week for the Bulldogs and going into week number 2 this week. Your thoughts?
Well, I like the fact that we're going to get to play our second game in less than a week. I think the guys should still be be able to be in a momentum mode where they didn't have any time to fall off. I really need to see 4 complete quarters of this game, and I kind of mimic what Hodge said. My defense was on the field way too long last week. I'd like to see KJ settle down, lead some long drives, and keep the defense off the field.
Speaking of Brian, I'm going to send it right back down to him. The captains of both teams have made their way out to the 50-yard line for tonight's traditional coin toss. The captains for the Bulldogs and the Plainsmen out there. The white hat, the head official is ready, and we'll send it back down to Brian for the call of tonight's coin toss.
People. Okay, gentlemen, good luck to you guys tonight. You guys are captains for a reason. Just want to remind you before we get going, we're looking for good leadership, sportsmanship, okay? Set a good example. Let's welcome Congressman Arrington to do the coin toss. Okay, Wylie, you have won the toss. You defer to the second half.
Just like we saw last week, we have gotten accustomed to Coach Martin. Whether win or lose, he will defer to the second half. One thing I didn't get to mention a moment ago, guys, up in the booth, is the wind down here is pretty high. I look for that to play at least a big part in the special teams on this, especially with KJ trying to throw the punting game, the kicking game. So I think we need to watch which end of the field we defend and make sure we have that wind in our back in the fourth quarter.
No doubt about it. The temperature currently in the Lubbock forecast says 80 degrees, but Lubbock has had some rain this week. As a matter of fact, we in Abilene, in the big country, we've had rain this week. We drove into sunny skies here in Lubbock, but kickoff temperature at 80 degrees will be in the 70s as the sun goes down. And how about that? We went from summer to fall like in 2 hours' time, but beautiful night of football here in Lubbock tonight.
Oh, I agree. And again, it's a good thing because we've had so many hot days early on, and having an 80-degree night is going to feel like a huge cold front for these kids and coaches, and even and definitely Brian on the sideline. He's going to like being over there as well.
The two teams down on the north end about ready to make their way out onto the field and get this thing underway. The Bulldogs currently own a 2-game winning streak over the Plainsmen, dating back over the last 2 years. 2 years ago here at Lowry Field, the Bulldogs won 24-6. Last year down in Abilene, the Bulldogs the better of the Plainsmen by a final of 30-22. And here come the Bulldogs out on the field in their visiting white uniforms tonight. The white jersey tops, the white pants with some purple trim, the purple helmets, and the gold bulldog on both sides of the helmet. And here comes the home team, Plainsmen, out of their inflatable run-through on the north side in the tonight with white letters and numerals, white trim, little blue trim, powder blue trim, as we like to call it, the traditional powder blue helmets with the M on the side of the helmets as well. We'll have the national anthem here in just a moment. Hodge, will come back to you. And you briefly mentioned it a moment ago, but I'll come back to you. Your keys to victory here in game number 2. What do the Bulldogs have to do successfully to get another tally mark on the win column?
Well, defensively, obviously, if somebody can score 39 points, you want to make sure that doesn't happen again. And we talked about it a little bit, and we saw it last week. Secondary has got to be in position we talked last week, Mr. Mr. Williams throwing for 320 yards. We got to avoid, you don't want to let that happen. So secondary's got to be sure, get help over the top when needed and do a good job there. Penalties, let's avoid those. And again, let's be able to be balanced on offense and stay on the field and create some long drives for our defense and for the team in general. And again, let's win that turnover battle. It's always important. And again, that final key, block and tackle well, is always a good thing.
The two teams are beginning to line up at their respective sidelines. We'll pause here at Lowry Field, Plains Capital Park. Turn it over to the public address announcer and the Monterey High School Band for the playing of tonight's national anthem.
Army Junior ROTC unit. The national anthem will be played by the Monterey High School Marching Band under the direction of Mr. Rodney Gurley.
The Stars and Stripes, our national anthem here at Plains Capital Park in Lowry Field, just moments away from kickoff tonight between Abilene Wylie and Monterey. And Brian will come down to the field. I didn't get your keys to victory tonight from field level. So, Brian, your thoughts for victory number 2 tonight for the Bulldogs?
Now, kind of mimic a lot of what Hodge said. The secondary is going to have to be in better control of this game. We need to make sure we cut the amount of time the defense is on the field. I'd like to see KJ get a little bit more comfortable as far as running the offense, longer plays, but I still want to see 4 full quarters. We didn't quite see that, and if we get a lead, let's not let up. Let's keep it going for 4 full quarters and not have to rely on holding on like we did last week.
Wylie won the toss. They will kick off as they deferred until the second half. Monterey will take the football, so the Bulldog defense will be on the field for the second time. 2-0 in the coin toss this year, trying to make it 2-0 on the season, wins and losses. Hey, a lot of people who thank as sponsors as part of Wylie Bulldog football. Taylor Electric Cooperative, the title sponsor of Bulldog football. Taylor Electric Cooperative, still owned by its members. It serves still neighbors, working for neighbors. Taylor Electric Cooperative. Also, Lawrence Hall Chevrolet, Pest Patrol, 1017 The Raider, our radio home of Wylie Bulldog football. The big country's biggest variety of music. Everything from the Eagles to Bob Seger to Prince, the Red Hot Chili Peppers to Maroon 5 to Bruno Mars. Yeah, you get the picture. 1017 The Raider, the radio home of Wylie Bulldog football. Other sponsors, Big Country Tire, Borland Sobin and Partners Dentistry, First Financial Bank, Hendrick Clinic Bone and Joint, The Shed Market, Animal Health and Medical Center, and Abilene Glass and Mirror. Special thanks to all of those sponsors of Wylie Bulldog football. The Dogs will go south to north here at Lowry Field. That's the way the wind blows. It will be at the back of the Bulldogs to get things underway. And again, they will kick things off. Liam Cisneros, the kicker tonight for Wylie. He has it teed up on the left hash at the 40-yard line. Back deep for Monterey, Jaden Hibbler stands at the 5-yard line along with Brandon Infante here for the Plainsmen. Bulldogs 1-0, Plainsmen 0-1, game number 2. The 2022 season is underway. Cisneros squibs one down the near sideline. Ball's loose at the 25. It's picked up and immediately tackled by a host of Bulldogs at the 27-yard line. Leading the way on the tackle was Kaysen Christopher. And the Plainsmen offense will come out here, Hodge. 1st and 10. They'll start on their own 27-yard line.
Yeah, the squib kick, I'm going to tell you, the turf has helped that squib kick be a lot more beneficial and take that weird bounce.
So 1st and 10 on the 27. As the Plainsmen will start on the right hash. DJ Williams, the quarterback, 6'3", 185. He'll take the snap, hand it off the right guard with the seam out across the 30 to the 35. Tackle from behind. Looked like a horse collar, but Reese Borho makes the tackle on the running back there, Jaden Hibbler. It is a gain of 8 on the play, and the Plainsmen will set up 2nd down and 2. Ball still on the right hash. They'll hand it off again off the right side. It's enough for a 1st down as Hibbler will have the 1st down out to the 39. It's a 4-yard gain. Defense this time led by, on the tackle this time, by Hayden Wright. But a 1st down for the Plainsmen. They'll move the sticks for the first time. 1st down and 10. Ball on their own 39. It's a 4-receiver set for the Plainsmen. 1-back set with, again, Williams, the quarterback, in that shotgun. We'll set the Wylie defense here after this 1st and 10. They'll hand off again, coming right with losing yardage this time. First handoff of the night to Zakendrick Johnson. He's met in the backfield. Colson McAdams, the starting defensive tackle, able to wrestle him down for a 5-yard loss. Plainsmen going the wrong direction. 2nd down and 15.
Well, and it's a good job on changing that momentum a little bit, backing them up, and now this is where you got to look for a possible play-action pass with it being 2nd and long.
McAdams joined by Val Wylie, your starting defensive tackles. Ryan Price, Ryan Blake, your defensive ends. It's 2nd and 15, ball on the 34. This time another handoff coming to the right side. Small room to run, but not much, is running out of bounds on this near sideline is Jaden Hibbler. He'll get the lost yardage back as it's a gain of 5, but it's a 3rd down and 10 here for the Plainsmen offense, who typically throws 60-65% of the time here in the early going, but their first 4 plays have all been on the ground, but this probably a passing situation for the first time here. 3rd down and 10, ball's on the 39. Send motion across the formation. Williams will take the snap, wants to set up the screen. He does out in the right flat and immediately dropped out of the linebacking core. Landon Knoll takes down out of the backfield Hibbler. It's a loss of 3 on the play at the 37, and that's where the Plainsmen will punt as the Wylie Bulldog defense has held. And it should be good starting field position here for the Bulldogs as well. So here comes the punt team for the Plainsmen. Braden Regala will be back in deep to receive here for the Bulldogs, the 5'9" junior.
Great job on that first defensive series for the Bulldogs, stopping that bleeding very early on that drive.
Ryan Jordan in punt formation. It's a good snap. He'll get it away. He'll kick it to the near sideline. Regala will let it go. It bounces straight up. A small Plainsman bounce, but that's about it. And here comes the Bulldog offense for the first time. 9:23 left in our opening quarter. We're scoreless, but here comes KJ Long and company. The Bulldogs have it 1st down and 10 on their own 23. Long, the 5'8", 155-pound senior quarterback. 1-0 in his young career as a starting quarterback. Last week, we had KJ his numbers 10 of 18, 135 yards and a touchdown. He'll start with 3 receivers, has a tight end offset to his right and Landry Carlton to his left. Carlton the handoff, nowhere to run this time for the senior. Has no gain on this first play. Carlton last week, 28 carries for 148 yards. But no gain on his first carry tonight. It's 2nd down and 10. Bulldogs will try to go up tempo here on offense. Long will take the snap. It's a straight drop. Looks to his left. Nice pocket as he surveys the field. He'll find center of the field. He's got Harrison Heighton. Heighton out across the 40 to the 41-yard line. It's a pass and catch. They'll mark it on the 42. It's a pass and catch of 19 and a Wylie Bulldog 1st down.
And Andy, KJ had plenty of time in the pocket there. Did a great job, and Heighton did a good job staying with the route and committing to it.
1st and 10 on the 42. Long take the snap, look to his right. Now he'll throw it out on the other side. He looked to his left, threw it to the right. Pass falls incomplete, intended for the safety valve Carlton, but up over the shoulder pads, he can't corral it. It's second down and 10. Long in the backfield again. Landry Carlton, the running back. It's Seth Strange who starts at the H-back or tight end position, typically in the backfield, along with Carlton and Long. Will set the rest of the skill position and the offensive line after second down and 10. Here's a handoff to Carlton, who's met in the backfield. He'll punch it back to the 30. It's a loss of 2 on the play. And long field, third down and 12.
Had a jet sweep fake there. Nobody went with it, and Carlton ran into a lot of Plainsmen.
So third down and 12, ball on the 40. It's on the right hash. Passing situation for Long and company. Take the snap, rolls to his left, looks, throws the out pattern, has Regala. He's got it. He's got enough for a first down into Plainsman territory. Nice, easy out pattern at 15 yards. Regala with all sorts of room. Give him 16 on the pass and catch. Move the sticks. We're in plus territory. It's a Wylie Bulldog first and 10. And again, the Bulldogs will go quickly with a new set of downs. Long looks out, far side, it's caught. Derek Evans, one-on-one coverage, makes the catch. Forward progress will give him about 2, and that's about it. Let's go down to the sideline. Let's get our first sideline report tonight with Brian Haas. Brian?
Hey, I was really impressed with how this offensive line is giving KJ quite the time to go through his progressions and reads right now. It's looking good so far.
Second down, 8. Ball on the Plainsman 42 on the right hash. Long will take the snap. Get a free play here as the Plainsman in the neutral zone. KJ scrambles to his right. He'll just tuck it and run. He'll get what he can. It shouldn't. I don't think it'll stand because the Bulldogs will take the penalty yardage as the Plainsmen were in the neutral zone. It should be a free 5 yards. Gives us a chance to set the rest of the offense for you tonight. As in the receiving core, you've already heard the names Harrison Heighton, as well as Derek Evans. Hunter Hood, 6'3 sophomore. He'll start in the receiving core as well. Braden Regala as well, who already has a catch in that starting receiving core as well. Your offensive line tonight, Caden Clay, your starting center. Daniel Mason at left guard. Jason Robinson at your right guard. Brock Stevenson, your left tackle. Cameron Van, your right tackle. Penalty yardage makes it 2nd and 3. Long a curl pattern. It's caught on the far side. It's Derek Evans again. Evans will have 7. That's enough for another Wylie Bulldog first down. Good start here. Hodge for KJ's 4 for 5 for 44 yards.
And it's a great job continuing to move fast, but the good thing is that defense is on the sideline.
There's another free play as the Plainsman in the neutral zone. KJ's going to air it out down the sideline. Has a receiver. It's Landry Carlton in the end zone. It's a Bulldog touchdown. We'll check the penalty flag, but it should be the Plainsman in the neutral zone. And if it is, the penalty will be declined. And Wylie an early 6-0 lead with the extra point to come. Great job by KJ to recognize that Monterey was in the neutral zone. Throw it up for grabs, and Landry Carlton's there with his first touchdown of the year. 6-0, and here comes the extra point. Liam Cisneros is in for the extra point. The snap is back, the hold is down, the kick is up, and it is good. 6:50 remaining in our first quarter. Our new score, Wylie 7, Monterey 0. We'll take the timeout. This is Bulldog Football, powered by Taylor Electric Cooperative. We're on the Wylie Bulldog Sports Network and 101.7 The Raider.
At Taylor Electric Cooperative, we are more than just the services we provide. For generations, we have been the link that has connected members to our local community. From those who remember when the lights were first turned on to those who rely daily on our high-speed fiber internet, we are here to make certain that those connections never dim. Because we understand that the most important connection we will ever make is the one we make together. At Taylor Electric, we have provided generations with services for living and connections for life.
Want to win a new ride? With any use of your First Financial Bank Visa debit card, you are automatically entered into a drawing for a $49,500 certificate toward the purchase of a new car or truck between now and December 31st, 2022. Picture yourself cruising down the road in your new vehicle. No purchase necessary. For promotion rules and a list of participating dealers, visit www.ffin.com/sweepstakes. First Financial Bank, member FDIC.
KJ Long to Landry Carlton, 30-yard pass and catch. The Bulldogs 2 for 2 on their opening drives this season, converting into touchdowns, an early 7-0 Wylie Bulldog lead. Bulldog football powered by Taylor Electric Cooperative. We're on the Wylie Bulldog Sports Network and 1017 The Raider, 1017theraider.com. Glad you're with us tonight, Lowry Field in Lubbock, Texas. As we will recap the Big Country Tire scoring summary here in just a moment. Cisneros has it teed up again on the 40-yard line. Hibbler back deep again. It's another squib on the near side. It's picked up by Hibbler on a bounce. He's across the 25 to the 30, out across the 30 to about the 34, and that's where the Plainsmen will set up shop, 1st and 10 on their own 34-yard line. The Big Country Tire scoring summary: 9 plays, 77 yards, 2:33 off the clock. A KJ Long 30-yard pass to Landry Carlton. Liam Cisneros adds the extra point. Now 6:42 left in our first quarter. Bulldogs the 7-0 lead. So again, Monterey went all run on their first drive. A team that's 60% pass, they went all run. Wonder if the philosophy changes here now down on the scoreboard.
Well, they tried that little bubble pass there at the end, but for the most part, they ran the ball and had didn't have a whole lot of success, and they're back on the ground again.
Williams will hand it off. Hibbler for the first time. They tried the left side, a 1-yard gain, and that is it for Hibbler. Malachi Daniels gets the start on defense tonight. He's in that linebacking core. Also with him, Josh Patterson in that linebacking core, and Landon Knoll, who made a great play on that screen pass to end the first drive. O'Neal Crossdale plays at a cornerback position. Reese Borho, the free safety. Colson Cooper, the other corner. 4 receiver sets in motion into the formation. It's a sweep. Nowhere to go on the jet sweep. It'll go as a pass play. It's Josh Patterson who blows up the jet sweep. No gain at all. And I believe that was number 12 again.
Yeah, they went from
Jaden Hibbler, yeah.
It went from empty to not empty, and I think Hibbler wished it had stayed empty.
Another long situation here for the Plainsmen. 3rd down 9, ball's on their own 35. Nickel package is in for the Bulldogs. 5 defensive backs. Here's a pass, almost intercepted. Out in the left flat, Malachi Daniels able to knock it down. Pass falls incomplete. But it's a 3-and-out defensive series for the Bulldogs. They're about to get the football back. This has been the almost ideal scripted first 6.5 minutes here for the Bulldogs. 2 defensive stops, a touchdown, and about to get the football back with probably pretty good starting field position.
Yeah, 3-and-out right there. Very good job not letting the jet sweep come into play. Great job. 3-and-out. Secure it, and let's get going again on offense.
Ryan Jordan in punt formation. Braden Regala back deep, stands at the 30. This is a short punt. Braden won't have a chance to field it, so it'll come out of bounds on the near sideline. A penalty flag on the field, a Pest Patrol penalty flag. Let the officials try to situate the penalty flag in the middle of the field. This could go one of 2 ways. If that's on Wylie, if it's after the kick, it should be post-possession, and the Bulldogs will get the ball. We're waiting on the official call. Coach Clay Martin making his way out to the field to try to get an explanation. 5:21 left first quarter. Wylie an early 7-0 lead. And here's the Pest Patrol penalty flag. We'll get the call from the white hat, the referee. So Monterey had 12 on the field, a legal substitution. 5 more yards for the Bulldog offense. They'll start on their own 46. Pest Patrol penalty flag brought to you by Pest Patrol, family-owned and operated business. The #1 focus is providing customers with the best control services available. That is Pest Patrol. So here come the Bulldogs, 1st and 10 on their own 46. They'll start on the left hash. Long has Carlton offset to his right. They'll hand it off to Carlton up the middle with the seam into the second level, into Plainsmen territory as he barrels down close to a first down. He might have it. I think he will on the spot. It's a gain of 10 for the senior Landry Carlton. First and 10 Bulldogs in Plainsmen territory.
It's real nice first down, first play, get a big chunk of it, and get another first down.
Again, the Bulldogs will go quickly here. Carlton again bounces to the right, trying to get to the outside. Can't do it. He'll fall forward for maybe a yard, and that's it. Brought down on the play by Aiden Tarango. Will make the tackle, second down and 9. I like the pace here. Going quick.
Going quick, settling in, not giving Monterey much chance to adjust.
Second and 9. KJ handed off Carlton again with a seam into the secondary inside the 30. We'll move the sticks again. They'll mark it at the 28. That's another double-digit run for Landry Carlton, giving 10 more. First and 10 at the 28. The Bulldogs go quickly again. Long calling for the snap. Now he'll look over to the sideline. Play clock will not be a factor tonight for either team. Another handoff, Carlton up the middle, has another seam inside the 20. 15 breaks a tackle inside the 10. Tripped up by the shoe tops at the 8-yard line. Third run of double digits on the drive for Landry Carlton. It's first and goal at the 8.
Great job seeing the hole and cutting it back left, and a lot of real estate.
Carlton again trying to finish off the drive. He started, and he will. He's into the end zone. It's a Wylie Bulldog touchdown. Boy, Wylie made it look easy on that drive. On the ground, Landry Carlton runs of 10, 1, 10, 20, and 8 into the end zone. It's 13-0 Wylie with the extra point to come. Absolute domination. The guys up front, we've mentioned their names already, but man, what a job. Jace Robinson, Brock Stevenson, Cameron Van, Caden Clay, and Daniel Mason. The guys up front. Here's the extra point by Cisneros. It is up and it is good. 3:57 remaining in our first quarter. Our new score, Wylie 14, Monterey 0. We will take the timeout. This is Bulldog Football, powered by Taylor Electric Cooperative. We're on the Wylie Bulldog Sport Network and 101.7 The Raider.
At Taylor Electric Cooperative, we are more than just the services we provide. For generations, we have been the link that has connected members to our local community. From those who remember when the lights were first turned on to those who rely daily on our high-speed fiber internet, we are here to make certain that those connections never dim. Because we understand that the most important connection we will ever make is the one we make together. At Taylor Electric, we have provided generations with services for living and connections for life.
Doctors and nurses are the foundation of healthcare, but it takes people from all different backgrounds, experiences, and education with unique talents and skills to fulfill our mission of providing high-quality healthcare, emphasizing excellence and compassion consistent with the healing ministry of Jesus Christ. Join our team of educators, nurses, accountants, pharmacists, environmental service techs, transporters, and more. Be part of something that matters. Be part of the mission. Apply today at hendrickhealth.org/careers.
Back to Lowry Field, Plains Capital Park. Back to Lowry Field, Plains Capital Park. The Bulldogs a 14-0 lead. 2 drives, 2 touchdowns for the Bulldogs. Here is Cisneros to approach the football. This is a high kick. Be taken on the far hash, the left hash, straight up the hash across the 30, 35, and out to the 37. Ball came loose. Bulldogs trying to say it came loose is Zakendrick Johnson with the recovery. Bulldogs trying to say they have a loose football for fumble recovery, but the officials say nope, Johnson was down. And the Plainsmen will come back out. 3:50 left in our first quarter. Wylie 14, Monterey 0. The Big Country Tire scoring summary. The Bulldogs go 5 plays, 54 yards, a minute 54 off the clock. Landry Carlton, an 8-yard touchdown run. Liam Cisneros, a perfect 2 for 2 on extra points. Wylie with 121 yards of total offense. We're just 8 minutes deep, Hodge, and 120 yards of total offense already for the Bulldogs.
Well, and it's a good job. We've done it through the air. We've done it on the ground. Carlton's been running really, really well, and a great job by the offensive line creating those holes in time for KJ to throw and find his receivers.
DJ Williams, the junior quarterback at 6'3", 185, setting up his offense again. And now a whistle, and believe we'll have a Pest Patrol penalty flag, and we will. A delay of game on the Monterey offense. Gives us a chance. Let's go down to the field, visit with Brian. Brian, it's all smiles on the far sideline, my friend.
Yeah, if you're interested in stats like I know you two are, if you look at the scoreboard, tell me, we haven't trailed yet this season, and you add those yardage in with the last we had last week, we're over 500 yards.
You are correct. Well played. Here's a throw out. Caught in the left side of the field. First catch of the night for Hebrew Hunter. Hebrew last week had 11 receptions for 237 yards. His first catch tonight will net 13. The penalty yardage, though, keeps it shy of a first down. Second down and 2 here for the Plainsmen from their own 44. Ball's on the left hash. Williams will take the handoff, or take the snap, hand it off with nowhere to run. Loss of yardage for Jaden Hibbler, and leading the way, Ryan Price, Colson McAdams. It's third down and 5 from the 41.
Great job on getting penetration and getting through the line, and really that tackle for loss happened really, really quick.
And a chance here for the Bulldog defense to get off the field, second drive in a row. 3-play and out defensive series. Under 3 minutes we go. The clock runs 2:53, 2:52 in our first quarter. Bulldogs a 14-0 lead. Third and 5 from the 41 on the left hash. Williams, straight drop, wants to throw it out in the flat. He's got Hibbler. Hibbler with nowhere to run. He'll lose yardage again. It's Josh Patterson who leads the way. Landon Null helps come clean it up. It's a 3-yard loss. And the Plainsmen will have to punt the football again. It's fourth down and 8 now for Monterey.
And that's got to be real frustrating for Coach Thrash. You get a delay a game coming out of a kickoff return, delay a game, and then next thing you know, now you're in 3 and out again with a punt.
Brian Hill, defensive coordinator for the Bulldogs, loves to bring defensive pressure. He'll put his corners out on an island to bring an extra guy or two with pressure. So the short game out in the flat's going to be tough. There's a punt off the side of the foot by Jordan. It will roll into Bulldog territory, but barely. Out of bounds at the minus 46. And that's where Monterey will start, where Wylie will start their third drive of the night. With 1:53 left in our first quarter. Wylie 14 and Monterey 0. So 3 possessions now for the Plainsmen, 17 yards of total offense. Compared again to the Bulldogs, 121. Start at the 46. It's been good starting field position all 3 drives tonight for Wylie. They started on their own 23 on the first drive, but after that, both of the last 2 drives have been the 46, the last one and this one. Ball's on the left hash here for Long and company. He'll take the snap, play action, wants to air it out, and he will. Far sideline, he's got Regala inside the 30, 20, drug down at the 10. There is a penalty flag at the line of scrimmage. We'll check it. If the play stands, it's for 44 yards, but we will check the Pest Patrol penalty flag right at the line of scrimmage. And it looks like the way the players on the field are walking here, Hodge, it's going to be on the Bulldogs, and it is illegal formation. Had 5 in the backfield. It negates a 44-yard pass and catch.
Well, and that's one of those, somebody not lined up on the line of scrimmage and having too many in the backfield, and it's such a bad deal because Regala ran such a great route, came in, made the guy bite on it, and then KJ found him. So here you go. Not a huge deal of adversity, but what do we do with 1st and 15 and kind of bounce back from that mistake?
First down 15, ball now on the 41 for Wylie, still on the left hash. KJ play action again, looks to his left, trying to find Heighton down the near sideline, just a bit overthrown. Little hand jousting down the field, but good coverage nonetheless by Cash Lewis. Falls incomplete, just the second incompletion thus far for KJ. Second down 15 now from the 41.
Yeah, I agree there. Maybe enough to where both were involved, and that's why you didn't see anything come out on the flag-wise. But again, being aggressive and not afraid to throw the football. We'll see if we get back to the run here on second down.
Second and 15, bunch trips on the top side of the formation, the wide side of the field. KJ will hand it off, center of the field, first handoff, first run of the night for Julius Lane, the freshman who got pulled up this week, played on the JV last week, had such a successful week. Coach Martin said, let's get that guy on the varsity. He gets a 2-yard gain on his first varsity carry. Now, 3rd down, 13, long field here for the Bulldog offense.
Monterey making some substitutions, probably thinking pass down, got some of the big fellas out.
KJ straight drop, looks to his right, throw it out in the flat, in and out of the hands and incomplete. As it was intended for Lane, just could not haul it in. And the Bulldog offense will stall for the first time, although the offense staying on the field here, 4th down and 13. And again, the starting punter, Brady Clark. Brady Clark is out tonight. And now KJ wants to air it out, 4th and 13. He's got a free play. Monterey was in the neutral zone. He'll throw it away, but again, a penalty flag is out. Pest Patrol penalty flag, and the Plainsmen were in the neutral zone. Monterey was all sorts of confused on the near side because the offense was still on the field. But again, the starting punter for Wylie, Brady Clark, is out tonight. KJ's probably the backup punter, but it created all sorts of confusion for Monterey here on the home side.
Well, and in a situation where you're up 14-0, you've got to think as far as a Monterey bunch with KJ in, most of the time you're going to think he's going to go back and quick kick it. But then again, having a lead, an opportunity to, and the confusion continues with our first time out.
So now, 4th down and 8, but the offense still on the field with KJ Long. Monterey's going to burn a timeout. Not exactly sure what to do here. 14-0 our score. Wylie on top of Monterey with 58 seconds left in our first quarter. Gives us a chance to say a special thank you to some of our great sponsors of Wylie Bulldog Football. Borland, Sobin and Partners Dentistry, Cosmetic and Family Dentistry, providing the best care possible. Find them online at bspdentistry.com. Also, the Shed Market. We like our meat to be tender and cook it with dry rubs rather than sauces. Everything from brisket to ribs to pork shoulder. That's the Shed Market. And speaking of the Shed Market, you can watch live on location the Wylie Bulldog Sports Zone Tuesday nights at 6 o'clock. Again, that's live on location at the Shed Market, 7925 Buffalo Gap Road there in Abilene. You can also watch that show live on WylieBulldogAthletics.com. And also a special thanks to 1017 The Raider, radio home of Wylie Bulldog football. So now the punt team is out, 4th down and 8. Derek Evans will punt the football away. He's got a nice punt. It's taken at the 15 by the Plainsman. Coming up the left hash is Hibbler. He's across the 20 to the 25 and corralled at the 25-yard line. It's Peyton Stone on the tackle. Peyton, the 155-pound junior who currently plays with a cast on that right hand. Has a broken bone in the wrist. Plays with a hard cast, but hey, makes the tackle on special teams. Great job there. 1st and 10, Plainsmen on their own 25.
And that was a great punt. Hung up there a little bit, gave time for the punt return to get down there to start. Again, this is probably some of the worst field position, honestly, Monterey started with on the 25.
Yeah, the 20, they've been
25, 27.
Right around that same area. Long field ahead, 1st and 10 on the 25. 45 seconds left in our first quarter of play. Williams will take the snap. No play action. Wants to air it out for the first time. It's intercepted. There is a penalty flag down. It's intercepted, though, in the right flat by Hayden Wright, the sophomore defensive back. We'll check the penalty flag. Williams just threw about a 10-yard out. His receiver ran a 12-yard out. Hayden Wright jumped the route and intercepted it. The Pest Patrol penalty flag is on the Plainsmen. Bulldogs will decline the penalty. It's the second interception of the season for the Bulldog defense. Of course, Ryan Price last week, the pick 6 touchdown. This time it's Hayden Wright who will set up the Bulldogs at the 35 in Plainsman territory. 1st down and 10.
Great job. Hayden jumping the route there. Great job picking it off. That flag came out. I started thinking, all right, from a defensive side, where that flag came from, wasn't real sure it's coming anywhere near us.
1st and 10, KJ Long and company. Handoff Carlton, who got a breather on the last drive. He'll leg drive, push forward for 2 to about the 33. Let's go get a visit down on the sideline with Brian Hobbs. Brian, what's going on down there, man?
Really, that defense is playing some really inspired ball. Just all together, just clicking on all cylinders.
This could be the last play of the first quarter. Carlton, a handoff again, trying to bounce to the left. Nowhere to run this time. No gain on the play, and that should take us to the end of our first quarter of play. As the clock ticks down to 3rd down and 8 coming up here for the Bulldogs. But at the end of 12 minutes of play, it's been all purple and gold at Lowry Field tonight. At the end of the first quarter, our score, Wylie 14, Monterey 0. We'll take the timeout. Second quarter coming up. This is Bulldog Football powered by Taylor Electric Cooperative. We're on the Wylie Bulldogs Sports Network and 101.7 The Raider.
At Taylor Electric Cooperative, we are more than just the services we provide. For generations, we have been the link that has connected members to our local community. From those who remember when the lights were first turned on to those who rely daily on our high-speed fiber internet, we are here to make certain that those connections never dim. Because we understand that the most important connection we will ever make is the one we make together. At Taylor Electric, we have provided generations with services for living and connections for life.
At Borland Soden Partners, we're in our 3rd decade of providing high-quality, affordable dental care in Abilene and the Big Country. Our family-friendly clinic offers comprehensive dental care for adults and children. Anything from hygiene and preventative care to cosmetic dentistry and dental implants. And don't worry, we do emergency services too. Our team of professionals understands the latest dental techniques and technology and welcome your questions as we develop the perfect treatment plan for you. And best of all, we offer same-day appointments if you're in pain. So schedule your appointment today, and we'll see you soon.
Started the second quarter. Wylie Bulldog Football powered by Taylor Electric Cooperative or the Wylie Bulldog Sport Network. 101.7 The Raider. You can watch also on WylieBulldogAthletics.com or the Wylie Bulldog Athletics mobile app, which you can download to see the pictures here at Lowry Field. And great thanks to everybody involved, 101.7 The Raider, and this great Wylie Bulldog Productions student crew. Justin Holland and his student crew made the trip up, providing the visuals of tonight's game as well. 14-0 Bulldogs. Andy Penny, Ryan Holmes up here in the booth. Brian Hobbs down on the sideline as well. 3rd down and 8 here for the Bulldogs. They're at the Plainsmen 33 to start the second quarter. Ball's on the left hash. Long will take the snap, roll the pocket to his right. Still rolling, still scrambling, running out of real estate. He'll throw it up. It's caught inside the 30. It's Kendrick Vanderbilt who makes the catch. He did get a foot down. The officials are coming together to talk about this one. Want to see if Kendrick potentially stepped out of bounds before he caught it, but he did not. It's a 6-yard pass and catch. Looks like it. Go ahead. Oh, it is 4th down. I would think the Bulldogs will go for it, and they will. 4th and 2 from the 27. Heighton, though, he jumps early. A false start on Harrison Heighton, the receiver on the right side. Pass patrol penalty flag comes out. 4th down and 7 now for the Bulldogs.
I thought Kendrick did a great job catching it and staying in bounds and taking the hit, holding onto the football. Now that playbook from 4th and 1 now changes now with 4th and 6.
From the 32-yard line. Ball's on the right hash, trips to the left side of the formation. KJ looks to his left with pressure, gets hit right as he throws it. Pass will fall incomplete. Pressure from the blind side and a big-time hit by Christian Williams. The pass falls incomplete. It's a turnover on downs. The Plainsmen defense has held.
Turnover on down.
And Monterey will get the football back. That might be some momentum there that this team might need. Monterey's just been stuck in neutral on offense. Just 17 yards of total offense in that first quarter of play. Maybe it's the defense making a play like that that'll get them going.
Yeah, and you do. We saw that last week. Defense gets some momentum, helping our offense. We'll see if our defense right there back on the field again, if they can get another stop here against the Plainsmen.
1st and 10, Monterey. They'll start on their own 32. It's on the left hash. Handoff Hibbler up the middle. He's met right at the line of scrimmage. First hit by Colson McAdams. A whole host of Bulldogs come in. Val Wylie. Colson Cooper part of it. No gain on the play. Second down and 10. Again, Monterey in the first quarter, 17 yards of total offense. 10 on the ground, 7 through the air. Second and 10 on the 32. Straight drop here for Williams. Wants to air it out for the first time. Has a receiver, but just overthrows him incomplete. Trying to hit Hebrew Hunter. Again, Hunter last week with 237 yards of receiving. Pass falls incomplete. Second down and 10.
Great job. You talked about earlier, Coach Hill, bringing the pressure from a secondary player. We had that pressure coming off on the blind side heading toward the quarterback, and a great job again by the defense putting some pressure on the quarterback.
Third down 10 on the 32. Just underway, second quarter. Wylie a 14-0 lead. Williams straight drop, wants to set up the screen. It's caught by Hibbler, immediately buried by Braden Regala. Regala, the nickelback, the fifth defensive back who comes in. He was spying that play. He was all sorts of ready for it. It goes for a loss of 1. The Plainsmen go the wrong direction again. And it is fourth down, 4th and 11.
Great job by Regala on knowing that screen's coming. Again, all the thing about secondary is reading your keys, and he did a great job. And now we're going to have our first timeout.
So the Bulldogs looks like only had 10 personnel on the field, so they will take a timeout. We'll keep it here with 10:31 remaining in our first quarter of play. Chance for us to say a special thanks to a few more of our great sponsors of Wylie Bulldog football. First Financial Bank. Our success comes from lifelong relationships we've built with people just like you, recognized as one of the nation's top performing banks. That's First Financial Bank. Also, Hendrick Clinic Bone and Joint, specializing in orthopedics, sports medicine, and pain management to help you succeed through your seasons of life. It's Hendrick Clinic Bone and Joint. Of course, it's a Thursday night game in District 2-5A, District 2. Another Thursday night game in the district is Paladuro playing their second game of the year, Paladuro and Caprock from Dick Bivens Stadium tonight. We'll keep you posted on that one. A new district opponent in Amarillo, Paladuro. Other games in the district, District 2-5A, Abilene Cooper have their crosstown showdown with Abilene High tomorrow night at Shotwell Stadium. Plainview travels to Pampa. Wichita Falls Rider, who's 1-0 on the year, they travel to Decatur tomorrow night. Lubbock High, who's also 1-0 on the year, travels to Big Spring. That's a look at District 2-5A, District 2. 4 teams in the district all won their openers. Wylie, Rider, Lubbock High, and Plainview all at 1-0. 10:31 left before the half. Bulldogs a 14-0 lead. Plainsmen will punt. It's 4th down and 11. And Hodge, their last 4 drives have been 3 and out, 3 and out, interception on the first play, and 3 and out.
Well, and again, that's a great opportunity, great job by the defense, and gaining confidence and putting doubt in the eyes or in the thoughts of the Plainsmen.
There's Ryan Jordan's best punt of the night. Fair catch called by Regala at the 30.
Punt is fair caught by number 8.
And that's where the Bulldogs will start.
It's going to be 1st and 10 for the Bulldogs at the Wylie 31.
Wylie sits with 131 yards of total offense, 51 on the ground, 80 through the air. Landry Carlton has 9 carries for 49 yards tonight. KJ Long through the air is 6 of 10 for 80 yards. The 30-yard touchdown pass to Landry Carlton, part of that. He's going to air it out, play action, has Regala on a post pattern inside the 40, 30, it's a foot race, and they won't catch him. It's a 70-yard pass and catch. KJ Long to Braden Regala for a Wylie Bulldog touchdown. It's 20-0 Bulldogs with the extra point to come.
Great job. Again, that's an okay time for your defense to come back on the field after a great connection from KJ to Regala for a huge touchdown for the Bulldogs.
Braden he's a playmaker. That won't be the last time you'll see plays like that. Braden is a guy, you get him in space, one-on-one, good luck. It's not going to happen very often. Liam Cisneros in for the extra point. Snap is back, hold is down, kick is on the way. It is good. We've got 10:13 left before the half. Our new score, Wylie 21, Monterey 0. This is Bulldog football powered by Taylor Electric Cooperative. We're on the Wylie Bulldog Sport Network and 101.7 The Raider.
At Taylor Electric Cooperative, we are more than just the services we provide. For generations, we have been the link that has connected members to our local community. From those who remember when the lights were first turned on to those who rely daily on our high-speed fiber internet, we are here to make certain that those connections never dim. Because we understand that the most important connection we will ever make is the one we make together. At Taylor Electric, we have provided generations with services for living and connections for life.
Want to win a new ride? With any use of your First Financial Bank Visa debit card, you are automatically entered into a drawing for a $49,500 certificate toward the purchase of a new car or truck between now and December 31st, 2022. Picture yourself cruising down the road in your new vehicle. No purchase necessary. For promotion rules and a list of participating dealers, visit www.ffin.com/sweepstakes. First Financial Bank, member FDIC.
21-0. Bulldogs on top of Monterey. Cisneros has it teed up, and the ball falls off the tee. They'll have to reset and kick one more time. Andy Petty, Ryan Holmes, Brian Hobbs down on the sideline. We'll recap the Big Country Tire scoring summary here after the kickoff. KJ Long to Braden Regala, 70 yards out. Cisneros ready again. He will approach the football and put it in the air. It's a kick on the far sideline. It's bobbled by Hibbler. Picks it up on a bounce at the 20. He's across the 25, and he'll go down at about the 28-yard line. That's where he'll be tackled. And here come the Plainsmen, first down and 10. Big Country Tires scoring summary. It's a pretty easy one. Hodge did a good job on this one.
I appreciate it. Anytime I can write one down, I can nail that pretty easy.
One play, 70 yards. It took all of 13 seconds off the clock. KJ Long to Braden Regala, 70 yards. Extra point by Cisneros, good. It is 21-0. Good guys on top. Brian Hobbs, how you doing down there, man? You got a smile on your face?
Oh, yeah, especially when you see that big goose egg on the other side of the scoreboard. You just can't help but feel that way.
No doubt about it. First and 10, Plainsmen. Ball's on the 28. It's on the right hash. Williams, one-step drop, throw a quick curl, caught on the far sideline. It's Cash Lewis. Lewis, his first catch of the night. Everything's been working tonight.
Well, and it is, and Monterey has had a hard time. You mentioned 3 and out. They're picking up the tempo right here and seeing if it'll help their cause.
A quick throw out to the far side. This one through the hands of Cash Lewis. Lewis trying to just get some catches. His first catch on the last drive. He had 5 last week against Odessa High, but that one falls incomplete. Third down.
And again, not a bad thing. Try to do something quick. 3rd and 1 here. I've got to think down 21-0. This is a chance, depending on what happens here, you may see 4 downs. Obviously, you're going to see 4 downs, but maybe 4 downs with the offense involved.
3rd down 1. Ball's on the 37 on the right hash. Williams take the snap, wants to get rid of it in a hurry. He does. The curl pattern bobbled, but finally caught. It is enough for a first down. Aiden Tarango makes the catch. 4 yards on the pass and catch, but again, enough for the Plainsmen. Take a big sigh of relief. 4 consecutive drives with no first downs. They get one here. New set of downs at their own 40. First down at 10.
I can assure you, Andy, there were some defensive guys for the Plainsmen hoping that first down got made because they weren't quite ready to go back out there.
Here it is again. This time Hibbler on a crossing route. Makes a catch. Bounces off the first tackle. He's in open space. Inside the 30. Fumbles the football. It's loose at the Bulldog 30. The Bulldogs think they have it. And yes, they do. Boy, I tell you what, the most productive play for the Plainsmen all night long will go as a 30-yard pass and catch from DJ Williams to Jaden Hibbler. But at the end of it, he fumbles the football, and the Bulldogs have it back. Their second takeaway tonight, their 4th of the season. It's 1st and 10, Wylie at their own 30-yard line.
Yeah,
That's just a backbreaker.
Oh, man, you get a little momentum going. That's like hitting a great shot. You think you're going to get a base hit, then you get thrown out at second. You got the hit, but you got thrown out at second.
Trying to stretch it into a double, and that's what happens. Here comes the Wylie offense again. Regala on the jet sweep to the left, 35, breaks the tackle, 40, pushed out of bounds, as that will go as a passing play for KJ on the little jet sweep. Give him 11 on the play. Braden now is inching close to 100 yards of receiving. 3 receptions for 97 tonight. First and 10 Bulldogs on the 41. KJ, throw it out. Penalty flag comes out as Regala makes the catch. We'll check the flag. Pest Patrol penalty flag. It's on the Monterey sideline here. And well back behind the play.
At the end of that play, Andy, one of the Plainsmen was rushing off the field. I thought, honestly, he was way clear, but we're going to see there's a real good chance it's going to be illegal substitution.
That's part of the up-tempo that Coach Martin and Coach Kincaid and company are trying to get in, and yes, it is. Plainsman tried to make a substitution and had 12 on the field. Did not get off the field in time. Free 5 yards for the Bulldogs. Pest Patrol, family-owned and operated business. The number one focus is providing customers with the best pest control services available. That is Pest Patrol, excuse me. First and 5 Bulldogs. 8:58 left before the half. Wylie a 21-0 lead. First and 5 from their own 46. KJ looks to his right, throw the out pattern. Regala's got it in Plainsman territory. So be tackled at the 45. 9 more yards for the junior. TK Young, the tackle. First and 10 Bulldogs.
KJ and Regala really have a good chemistry going right now, doing a very good job getting open, and again, offensive line doing a great job.
There's a handoff. Julius Lane will barrel forward for about 3 yards on the play. It's good to see Julius. You're going to see some depth here. Of course, Malachi Daniels last week was kind of the barreling back behind Landry Carlton. Malachi starting on defense tonight. So Julius Lane gets the call up from the JV, and the freshman another carry here on 2nd and 7. He'll run into a whole host of Plainsmen on this play. The tackle led by KJ Russell. Forward progress will give him 1. It's 3rd down and 6 for the Wylie offense.
Julius's helmet coming off, so we're going to see him have to take a break. But a good thing you mentioned, Malachi playing really good last week offensively, and him maybe moving to defense to help out the defensive side of the football, and being able to have that depth at running back to balance Julius and Carlton is huge for Wylie.
3rd down 6. I think this is 4-down territory, but 3rd and 6 from the Plainsman 41. KJ, straight drop, looks to his left, now surveys the field, steps up in the pocket, tried to sidestep a defender and lost his footing. He'll go down on a 4-yard loss.
Yeah, and Andy, that was one of those, if he just bounces a little bit, that old PlayStation button, bounce out a little bit, he had room to run, but the turf monster got him.
And because of the 4-yard loss, Coach Martin and company have elected to play field position here. I think at 4th and 6 or less, they might have gone for it. 4th and 10, 21-point lead. Let's play some field position. Derek Evans in to punt again.
Well, and again, Andy, how well the defense is playing. Now you pin them back. Maybe you can create another turnover deep in Monterey territory and go get another score.
Derek Evans in punt formation, his second one tonight. This is a good one. Center of the field. Hibbler tries to run up and make the catch. The 15 decides to let it go. It will take a Bulldog bounce and come to rest just inside the 8-yard line. Great punt, Derek Evans, 32 on the net. First and 10, Plainsmen, 21-0 Bulldogs, 6:58 left before the half. Hey, let's get down to the sideline. Man, he looks good, even from a long distance away. Brian Hobbs looking good down on the sideline. Brian, how you doing down there?
I'm doing good, sir. You know, you kind of got to look at this and say, what is not clicking? And we're seeing this being evenly distributed. Special teams are hitting. The defense is pitching a shutout. The offense is giving KJ time to go through his progression and reads. I mean, it's just, when it's your night, it's your night. And thus far, this half has belonged to the Bulldogs.
Thank you, Plainsman Power.
Let's see if they can continue to keep it going. This is the longest field the Plainsmen have had in front of them. First and 10 starting at their own 8. DJ Williams, play action, looks out, caught on that far sideline. It's Hebrew Hunter. Hunter will ride the defender It's Daniel Teagle, but he'll ride him all the way out to the 23. It's a 15-yard pass and catch. First down and 10. Another quick throw out to the right side. Caught. Avoids the first tackle. And again, it's Hunter. Give him 11 more on just quick hitter. This is an idea of just, hey, get the ball in space and let our playmaker make some plays, and he has back-to-back plays of double digits. First and 10 Plainsmen.
And it gives you opportunity to start getting more confidence from Williams and, again, from their receivers being able to continue to move the football. And I can't reiterate it enough to keep their defense off the field.
Williams 9 of 12, but just for 45 yards. Here's a fake reverse. Hibbler on the sweep going right, cuts back into the secondary. He's down the near sideline. He's inside the 40, the 30. O'Neal Crossdale will run him out of bounds. But it is a 40-yard run for Hibbler. And the Plainsman offense starting to come to life a little bit. Hibbler faked the reverse, held the linebackers at bay just long enough to reverse field, and he took it for 40 and a first down. Another quick throw. This is Cash Lewis inside the 20, down to the 7. There is a penalty flag on the play. We'll check the Pest Patrol penalty flag. But I believe it might be on the Bulldogs here. They, I believe, were trying to make substitutions and didn't get it done. So I'm assuming the Plainsmen will decline this penalty. And it is a legal substitution on the Bulldogs. Decline the penalty. Plainsman, 14-yard gain. And, wow, it's only taken about, what, 5 plays? Right. They've gone from their own 8 to the Bulldogs' 7.
Yeah, 4 quick. They had the 2 quick passes over to the right, and then the fake reverse got him in great field position, and then another pass there, and now with the penalty being declined, very deep in the red zone.
The Plainsmen will go Wildcat here. Tight end to the right. 2 lead blockers to the right. Jaden Hibbler is in at the running back spot. Monterey needs to talk about it. Had some personnel issues, so don't want to screw things up here. Their best opportunity for points thus far. 6:17 left before the half. It's Wylie 21, Monterey 0. Bulldogs scored on their opening drive, a 9-play, 77-yard drive. KJ Long, a 30-yard touchdown pass to Landry Carlton out of the backfield. Liam Cisneros' extra point made it 7-0 Bulldogs. After a 3-and-out defensive stop, the Bulldogs right back at it. 5 plays, 54 yards, all on the ground and all courtesy of Landry Carlton. He finished off the drive with an 8-yard touchdown run. Cisneros' extra point made it 14-0. That's where we were at the end of the first quarter. Then here in the second quarter, the Bulldogs went to fireworks. A 70-yard touchdown pass from KJ Long to Braden Regala, the first play of the series. Cisneros' extra point made it 21-0, and that's where we stand with 6:17 here left before the half. But the Plainsmen inside the 10 for the first time. Wildcat formation here, Jaden Hibbler. Hibbler fumbles the snap. It was down on the shoe tops. All he can do is pick it up. He'll lose 3 yards on the play, and not the part of the field where you want to go in the wrong direction, but the Plainsmen do. Second and goal from the 11.
Yeah, had the fake jet sweep. Looked like he was going to try to keep it there again in the Wildcat formation. Has some issues with the fake and comes down and struggles a little bit. Now you've got second down.
You're listening to Wylie Bulldog Football on KTJK FM and HD1. Holly Abilene 1017, The Raider. Second down goal, ball's on the 11. It's in the center of the field. Williams, the quarterback, the normal quarterback, is back in. He'll take the snap, hand it off to Hibbler. Stretching left. He'll be down inside the 5, maybe at about the 4. O'Neal Crossdale on the tackle. Wyatt Edmonston comes off the pile, as does Colson McAdams. It's a 7-yard gain. It's third and goal from the 4 for the Plainsmen. 4 down territory?
Oh, 100%. No down, 21-0. I mean, 3's great, and it puts you on the board, but I think you want to get some momentum and make it 21-7, or at worst, 21-6 here.
Back to the jumbo Wildcat set. Hibbler takes a high snap, sidesteps the first defender, but that's it. No gain at all, maybe even lost a yard. As Ethan Hoffman looks like he's the first off the pile. Agron Gochai also comes off. It's 4th and goal after no gain. And I think you're right. Plainsmen are going to go for it here. 4th and goal just inside the 5.
Yeah, the T's going to stay on the sideline here. Again, you've got 2 chances here to either score, or if nothing else, you give Wylie their worst starting field position of the ball game.
4th and goal just inside the 5. Williams rolls the pocket to the right. Still looking as he's being chased. He's going to tuck it and run. He won't get there. Stops short on the far sideline. Had 2 receivers in the pattern on the right side as he rolled to the right. Nobody was open. He decided to tuck it and run, and he can't get there. Knocked out of bounds on the far sideline. Colin Bruning, as well as Hayden Wright, make the tackle. It was Ryan Blake giving chase. It'll go as a 2-yard gain, but when you need 4 and you only get 2, that's a turnover on downs. The Bulldog defense is held. They'll get it 1st and 10 at their own 2-yard line. 4:17 left in the first half, and still a goose egg on the scoreboard. Wylie the 21-0 lead.
Starting on their 2-yard line. Be interesting to see what Coach Kincaid dials up to give some breathing room for the offense.
Ball's on the left hash. Long stands in the blue turf in the end zone. He'll hand it off, and boy, room to run. That's Malachi Daniels. Malachi, his first carry of the night, out across the 15 to the 16. 14 yards for Malachi, the junior, 190 pounds. Again, starting on defense tonight. And that is first carry on offense for 14. And a little breathing room. Play action here. Here's Regala on a quick curl. Makes the catch at the 20. Out across the 25 to the 26-yard line. Boy, the guys running the chain gang, they're getting tired.
They are. Well, and it may be, with so many Lubbock schools, it isn't their first home game. But, they had one last week. But definitely struggling. They're having to move a lot tonight.
10 more for Regala. Another first down. Handoff Daniels quickly across the 30. Pushes the pile to the 34. It's 7 more for Malachi.
Really neat. KJ up there telling everybody to get lined up. Looks like you mentioned earlier, going to try to move a little quickly right here on this drive.
2nd and 3 from the 34. KJ, take the snap, hand off Daniels, finds a seam. He's into the linebacking core. Move the sticks again as Malachi across the 40. He'll get to the 41. It's 7 more. I need a breather myself.
Yeah.
7 more for Malachi, 1st and 10. Here's Malachi again. The quick pace, a handoff. Boy, good push by the offensive line. 6 more for Malachi as he pushes the pile forward. 2nd down and 4.
And I know you mentioned that Malachi's playing on defense. He is playing on defense, but how good is it to bring him in, Julius Carlton, and have fresh legs here late in the first half?
No doubt about it. Fresh legs and a big offensive line out in front. Caden Clay, your center. Daniel Mason at left guard. Jace Robinson, your right guard. Your left tackle tonight is Brock Stevenson. Cameron Vans, your right tackle. That's some big guys up front. And this is one of those drives. We saw it last week. Well, we saw it in the first quarter with a 50-yard drive that was all on the ground. We saw it last week. Hey, if we just need to push the pile forward, we can push the pile forward. We got those 3 backs you mentioned who can tote the rock, carry the load, and that's kind of this drive right here. It's all been on the ground with one pass to Regala, but the rest has just been between the tackles, up the gut, and we're going to move the sticks.
Well, and it's an opportunity, again, to move the ball, maybe get another score, but also kind of just really establish, okay, we're going to move the ball a lot, and then again, you get a score. If you don't, let's say you don't score in 2:52, but you run it out, your defense takes a break, and again, as Brian mentions it, Coach Martin likes to defer. We get the ball to start the second half.
Be sure to stay with us for the Lawrence Hall Chevrolet halftime show. We'll get you some impressive first half stats from the Bulldogs, trying to expand on their 21-0 lead. 2:40 and counting here in the first half. 2nd down and 4 for the Bulldog offense. Daniels, a handoff up the gut again. He's into Plainsman territory. He has enough for a first down. It's 6 more for Malachi. And again, fast pace, tempo here for the Bulldogs. 1st and 10 on the Plainsman 47. KJ, handoff Malachi off the left side of the offensive line. Falls forward for 3 to the 44.
Malachi doing a great job. Come up on the left side of the line, bounces a little bit, and picks up a couple on that first down run.
Did not have a carry until this drive. He's got 6 for 43. 2nd and 7 from the 44. KJ surveys the field, steps up in the pocket, now scrambles out to his right, has Regala in open space, Braden able to hang on to the football, takes a big pop in the secondary. TK Young, a big pop on Braden, but Regala able to make the catch. It will go as a 14-yard pass and catch. And we'll check Braden a little slow to get up, but man, compliments to him. Kudos. He held on to that football. It's a great catch.
Great job again. KJ buying a little time in the pocket, bouncing out a little bit, and then finds Regala for what will be a first down.
And Braden just didn't have time there. That ball was floated to him. He caught it in the up in the right flat. He's on his feet. He'll walk off under his own power. He caught that thing. It kind of floated, so he had to wait for it. He caught it and had zero time to, one, turn and see a defender coming, or two, kind of put himself in a defensive, protective position. But he's up, and he'll walk off under his own power.
And again, you know that hit's coming, and being able to take the hit, can complete the play, and secure it again for a first down is a great job by Wylie. Continue this drive. And another benefit, 2 minutes left, 2 timeouts. Everything you want to do here. And again, the Plainsmen very much so on the ropes and have been for a while.
Everything in the playbook is open for use at this point. 1st and 10 on the Plainsman 30. It's on the right hash. Handoff Daniels right up the middle. Look at the pile falling forward to the 25. It's 5 more for the junior Malachi. Man, ideal here. They're gonna squeeze this down to the final few seconds and put points on the board. Daniels will get a breather after 7 carries on the drive. Landry Carlton, the senior, back in. 4 yards on the gain for Malachi in the last one. 2nd and 6. Here's Carlton now. He'll fall forward inside the 25 to the 23. 3 more for Landry. Landry's at 52 yards rushing. Malachi's at 47. 3rd down 3. Ball's on the 23. 1:13 and counting, first half. KJ take the snap, hand off Carlton with a lead blocker, bounces to the right. He's inside the 20, has it up for a first down. He's spun down at the 19. 4 yards for Landry. More importantly, a new set of downs, 1st and 10 in the red zone at the 19-yard line.
Coaching sideline for Monterey, really trying to hurry a kid off the field. He was very tired, trying to avoid another illegal substitution penalty. And again, very winded, I'm sure, in the Plainsman defense.
They gave Carlton 3, but it isn't up for a first down. 1st and 10 at the 20. KJ steps up in the pocket. He's going to tuck it and run. Fumbles the football. He lost it. And I believe the Plainsmen have come up with it. And yes, they have. Boy, the first error of the night for the Bulldogs. It was KJ just rolling to his left, wanted to tuck it and run, scramble back to the center of the field. And I think the ball just popped out of his hands. I don't think anybody hit him.
No, it looked like it just literally popped out like,
Yeah, I don't know if it's one of the deals where the knee hit the bottom of the football or what exactly happened, but he lost control of the football, and the Plainsmen there to get it. Justin Perez, the free safety, right place, right time, comes up with the fumble recovery, and the Bulldog drive stalls out.
And again, because of some of those penalties, because of the substitution issues, Monterey only the one timeout with 40 seconds to go and a long way to go to try to get some points on the board before the end of the first half.
21-0, 40 seconds, 1st and 10 on the 22. Ball's on the right hash for DJ Williams.
Still having a hard time getting lined up as Monterey.
Just 4 on the play clock. Gonna have to hurry, and Monterey will have to burn their final timeout. Brian will catch Coach Clay Martin here in just a second as the teams make their way to the locker room here in just a moment. But it's been with the exception of that last play. Boy, I hate it for Brian because everything's been all smiles until the turnover right here before the half.
Turnovers are turnovers. They're going to happen, but I mean, it's fun to play when you're in the lead, especially the way the Bulldogs are playing right now.
No doubt about it.
Well, and the thing about it is, honestly, if you're Monterey and if you go in down 21-0, you can at least maybe make some adjustments, and it's not 28-0 going in because it looked like Wylie was on the way to, getting on the board again, pushing it in, and then unfortunately the fumble takes place. And so Monterey now with no timeouts, 40 seconds to go, they've been able to throw the ball with a little, really honestly, Andy, throwing the football's been their most successful thing, except for the fake reverse. Being able to throw the ball has been where they've been able to gain a little bit and make some movement against the Wylie defense.
The Plainsmen are up to 146 yards of total offense. Majority of that on their last drive that went 90, but no points to show for it. Back to action. Williams, a quick curl pattern. It's caught, but in play, a short gain. Set catch made by Christian Williams. His first catch of the night goes for 4, but the clock continues to run. Williams, in a hurry, steps up in the pocket. He'll be hit from behind. It won't go as a sack as he'll get positive yardage. But Williams, just a 1-yard run. Val Wylie with the pressure and credit for the tackle. 3rd down and 5 coming up. Val Wylie, one of the best names you got. You know, his last name is Wylie, W-Y-L-I-E. So you know how you hear all the time about don't play for the name on the back of your jersey, play for the name on the front of your jersey? Well, the back and the front both say Wylie, so he's in good shape. Either way you look at it.
Yeah, he's good. Either way, I'm playing for all of Wylie, and I'm trying to do a good job for myself, but I'm playing for all of Wylie. Completely.
His Wylie family, both sides. You know, I'm playing for the Wylie family, no doubt about it. No doubt about it. We got a stoppage of play here at Lowry Field with 10 seconds left before the half. Bulldogs a 21-0 lead. Don't forget, we'll be in the Lawrence Hall Chevrolet halftime show. You'll hear the entire performance of the Wylie Bulldog Pure Gold Band here in just a moment. We'll get to the first half stats. We got all sorts of good stuff coming up again here on the Lawrence Hall Chevrolet halftime show, 101.7 The Raider and the Wylie Bulldogs Sports Network. 3rd down and 5 after the stoppage of play. The clock will start as soon as the ball is set, and the official blows it into play. No timeouts here for the Plainsmen. 3rd and 5 on their own 27. Williams, a straight drop. He'll be sacked. And wrapped up and dropped for a 2-yard loss. Ryan Price, the sack, and that's how the first half, a dominating first 24 minutes of play, will come to an end. There's still 1 second on the clock. Maybe Wylie burned their final timeout. Coach Brian Hill, defensive coordinator, Clay Martin, both out on the field. There's 1 second on the clock, and now it will run off. Not quite sure what happened there. But nonetheless, it's 0-0 now. The Bulldogs a 21-0 lead as we go to the half. We'll get it down to Brian Hobbs. He'll have the head coach, Clay Martin, and get his thoughts on the first half. And still looking for Brian down there and the massive humanity on the far sideline. And trying to find Clay Martin, too. And see Coach Martin running out. There's Brian with him. Brian, he's all yours. Brian?
Coach getting to play some Thursday football up here on the Cap Rock. Bulldogs playing ahead by 21 and playing some pretty inspired ball. Can you kind of give us what you're seeing for this, as far as this first half is gone?
Yeah, I thought we've done a great job of coming out and playing well on both sides of the ball. You know, execution's been a lot better. Cleaned up some penalties that we had last week, and just proud of the way we came out and started the game.
How do you approach the second half when you've got a 21-point lead like this? How do you try to come out with the ball and go down the field?
Yeah, it's 0-0 when we come back out in the second half.
All right, Coach, we'll see you in the second half. Good luck.
That's perfect coach speak right there. You know, coach speak from one of the good ones, Coach Clay Martin. 21-0 here at that.
And he also remembers he scored 30 last week, and so he wants to see 0-0. Let's go 21 again and see what happens in the second half.
21-0 our halftime score. We'll take the timeout. We'll get you to the Lawrence Hall Chevrolet halftime show. This is Bulldog Football powered by Taylor Electric Cooperative. We're on the Wylie Bulldog Sports Network and 101.7 The Raider.
It's game time. No matter what challenge comes your way, Abilene Teachers Federal Credit Union is here to help you make a winning play. We'll coach you through even the toughest calls to help you keep the ball moving forward. That's right. Live in Taylor or Callahan counties? It's time to huddle up. Join the team today. Become a member at Abilene Teachers Federal Credit Union. Federally insured by NCUA.
Nothing. Our halftime score. This is the Lawrence Hall Chevrolet halftime show. Bulldog football powered by Taylor Electric Cooperative. on the Wylie Bulldogs Sport Network and 101.7 The Raider. We'll get to the first half stats here in just a moment, recap the first half, but always like to step aside and celebrate so many of the extracurriculars here at Wylie High School. Of course, we have the cheerleading group who made the trip up, the Wylie Bells who are on the 50-yard line, and right behind them, the Wylie High School Pure Gold Band under the direction of band director, Mr. Kyle McDonald. Some of the Wylie Bells being introduced over the public address. They are about ready to get underway, and then you'll hear the entire halftime performance from the Wylie Bulldog Pure Gold Band. 21-0 Bulldogs here at the half. As again, we step aside, give listen to Kyle McDonald and Wylie High School and the Pure Gold Band.
Ladies and gentlemen, Wylie Independent School District proudly introduces you to the 2022 Wylie High School Pure Gold Marching Band. This year's show is entitled Another Break in the Wall and features music by Jeff Chambers, drill design by Stephen O'Leah, and percussion parts by David McKnight. Our soloists are Aiden Gertisser on mellophone, Michael McNeely on trumpet, and Morgan Hubb on baritone. Drum majors for the band are Kate Fellows, Michael Adenisi, and Allison Hall. Color guard captain is Layla Romero, first lieutenant is Lexi Ross, and second lieutenant is Eddie Chapman. Performers of the week are Nolan Barnett, Nathan Vincent, Dennis Marquette, and London Ting. Section of the week is the Sousaphone. Leader of the week is At Bologna.
of the Wylie High School Pure Gold Band under the direction of Director Kyle McDonald made the trip up here to Lowry Field, Plains Capital Park, in support of the Wylie Bulldogs. Great halftime performance by the Purple and Gold here at Lowry Field. This is Lawrence Hall Chevrolet halftime show. Our halftime score, it's Wylie 21, Monterey 0. We will step aside and say a special thanks to a couple of our great sponsors, and then you will hear from the Swing and Beat from 50th Street here in Lubbock, Texas. You'll hear from the Monterey High School Band here in just a moment as well. Against the Lawrence Hall halftime show, driving you in and out of halftime is Lawrence Hall Chevrolet, recognized as Abilene's best new car dealer by the Abilene Reporter News for more than 20 years. Lawrence Hall Chevrolet. This is Bulldog Football, powered by Taylor Electric Cooperative. We're on the Wylie Bulldog Sports Network and 101.7 The Raider.
At Taylor Electric Cooperative, we are more than just the services we provide. For generations, we have been the link that has connected members to our local community. From those who remember when the lights were first turned on to those who rely daily on our high-speed fiber internet, we are here to make certain that those connections never dim. Because we understand that the most important connection we will ever make is the one we make together. At Taylor Electric, we have provided generations with services for living and connections for life.
At Plainsmen Partners, we're in our third decade of providing high-quality, affordable dental care in Abilene and the Big Country. Our family-friendly clinic offers comprehensive dental care for adults and children. Anything from hygiene and preventative care to cosmetic dentistry and dental implants. And don't worry, we do emergency services too. Our team of professionals understands the latest dental techniques and technology and welcome your questions as we develop the perfect treatment plan for you. And best of all, we offer same-day appointments if you're in pain. So schedule your appointment today, and we'll see you soon.
At Lawrence Hall in Abilene, follows a Robbie, and so are deliveries of vehicles. We have new cars, trucks, and SUVs in stock now to choose from, including those hard-to-find light-duty and heavy-duty trucks. Plus, more shipments are on the way, so if we don't have what you're looking for now, it might be here soon. And we're giving you our best offer for your current vehicle. So come see us at Lawrence Hall in Abilene, 1385 South Danville, or visit us online 24/7 at lawrencehallofabilenetx.com.
Searching for an internet provider for your home or business? Westex Connect is celebrating 20 years of providing fast, reliable wireless internet with products and services to meet the needs of both residential and business class. Westex Connect offers packages designed to meet your budget, so you can stream all your favorite music, movies, and shows and play the hottest games with fast, reliable in-home Wi-Fi. And Westex Connect is local, just a phone call away. Call 325-673-1930 or log on to WTConnect.com.
At Wylie ISD, our career and technical education courses are designed to provide academic challenges for students. To us, it is vital for our students to earn important certifications that are recognized by industry and not only promote college readiness to further their education, but springboard students in preparation for a career in current and emerging professions. Wylie ISD, inspiring the next generation of innovators.
21-0, Wylie on top of Monterey. This is the Lawrence Hall Chevrolet halftime show. Glad you're with us. Andy Penny on the broadcast call. And we are ready to hear the home side band tonight. The Monterey High School Swing and Beat from 50th Street Band. About to get underway here at Lowry Field. Play towards the home crowd here on a beautiful night, September the 1st. And what turned from summer to fall in just a couple hours' time here, it seems like over the last few days, from a scorching hot summer to a beautiful night on September the 1st. It's been a beautiful night of football for the Wylie Bulldogs with a 21-0 lead. We'll get to the full stats here in just a moment, but the Bulldog offense, 300 yards of total offense in that first half of play with the 21-0 lead in that first half, and more of it through the air than on the ground. 104 yards on the ground, 194 through the air, 298 the total, just shy of 300 yards, 298 total yards for the Bulldogs in that first half of play. KJ Long to Landry Carlton, a 30-yard touchdown pass on the Bulldogs' opening drive of the night, a 9-play, 77-yard drive. It gave Wylie a 7-0 lead after a 3-and-out defensive series by the Bulldog defense. The Bulldogs get the ball back, and then they go to the ground. A 5-play, 54-yard drive. Landry Carlton finishes off the drive with an 8-yard touchdown run. And then the final drive, the final touchdown drive of the night, KJ Long, a 70-yard touchdown pass to Braden Regala. That was early in the second quarter. It made our score 21-0, and that's where we are here at the half. It is 21-0. The Bulldogs on top of the Plainsmen. Monterey Band is out on the field, but still waiting to see if they are going to play. They're still trying to get everybody in position to play their halftime show. Give you our first chance to remind you that the Bulldogs will play their home opener of the 2022 season next week, as Wylie will play host to the Lubbock Cooper Pirates. The Pirates will come to town. They've been a district opponent the last few years. It's now a non-district game, but Cooper will be at Hugh Sanford Stadium next Friday, as the Bulldogs will play host to the Pirates. It's a 7 o'clock kickoff from Hugh Sanford Stadium. Hope you can make it out to enjoy some football and support the Bulldogs, who are hopefully on their way to a 2-0 start here in 2022. The Monterey Plainsmen Band is ready to perform. We will step aside and let you hear a few notes from the swinging beat from 50th Street, Lubbock, Texas, Monterey High School Band here in Lubbock. The sounds of the Monterey High School Band. The background of Lowry Field tonight, Plains Capital Park. Our halftime score, it's Wylie 21 and Monterey 0 here in the Lawrence Hall Chevrolet halftime show. We will step aside. We'll get to those first half statistics, and we'll get to the kickoff to the second half. Bulldogs scheduled to get that second half kickoff, and we'll have all of that After this timeout, special thanks again to Lawrence Hall Chevrolet, driving you in and out of halftime. The Lawrence Hall Chevrolet Halftime Show, recognized as Abilene's best new car dealer by the Abilene Reporter News for more than 20 years. 21-0 Bulldogs here at the half. This is Bulldog football powered by Taylor Electric Cooperative. We're on the Wylie Bulldog Sports Network at 101.7 The Raider.
At Lawrence Hall in Abilene, follows are robbing, and so are deliveries of vehicles. We have new cars, trucks, and SUVs in stock now to choose from, including those hard-to-find light-duty and heavy-duty trucks. Plus, more shipments are on the way, so if we don't have what you're looking for now, it might be here soon. And we're giving you our best offer for your current vehicle. So come see us at Lawrence Hall in Abilene, 1385 South Danville, or visit us online 24/7 at lawrencehallofabilenetx.com.
Doctors and nurses are the foundation of healthcare, but it takes people from all different backgrounds, experiences, and education with unique talents and skills to fulfill our mission of providing high-quality healthcare, emphasizing excellence and compassion consistent with the healing ministry of Jesus Christ. Join our team of educators, nurses, accountants, pharmacists, environmental service techs, transporters, and more. Be part of something that matters. Be part of the mission. Apply today at hendrickhealth.org/careers.
It's game time. No matter what challenge comes your way, Abilene Teachers Federal Credit Union is here to help you make a winning play. We'll coach you through even the toughest calls to help you keep the ball moving forward. That's right. Live in Taylor or Callahan counties? It's time to huddle up. Join the team today. Become a member at Abilene Teachers Federal Credit Union. Federally insured by NCUA.
At Taylor Electric Cooperative, we are more than just the services we provide. For generations, we have been the link that has connected members to our local community. From those who remember when the lights were first turned on to those who rely daily on our high-speed fiber internet, we are here to make certain that those connections never dim. Because we understand that the most important connection we will ever make is the one we make together. At Taylor Electric, we have provided generations with services for living and connections for life.
Back to Plains Capital Park, Lowry Field, the Lawrence Hall Chevrolet halftime show. The Bulldogs a 21-0 lead on the Plainsmen here tonight as we get ready to finish up halftime and start the second half. Andy Penny, Ryan Holmes, Brian Hobbs on the call, giving the Bulldogs a 21-0 lead. They scored on their opening drive of the game. They also scored on their second drive of the game at an early 14-0 lead. Scored on a 70-yard touchdown pass to Braden Regala in the second quarter to stretch it out to 21-0. The stat sheet kind of matches the scoreboard. It's almost 2 for 1. As a matter of fact, it's exactly 2 for 1. Wylie with 298 yards of offense in the first half. Monterey with 149, the majority of that on one drive, 90 yards of that on one drive. A drive that stalled out on a 4th and goal inside the 5-yard line, could not score. A turnover on downs. And Hodge, I'll come to you, man. That was, with the exception of a late first half turnover, that was an ideal first half of play for the Bulldogs.
It was a really great job. You know, the Plainsmen never really had a chance to get anything rolling. The one time they did have the big runner, the big fake reverse, got deep in Wylie territory, and a great stop on turnover on downs. And again, just a really good job defensively. I thought, again, connecting KJ and Regala, offensive line doing a good job, and again, having so much legs back there with Daniels and Carlton and Julius doing such a good job running the football. And again, the defense being able to take a breather. And so we'll see. We saw last week, Andy, 30 points that first half. Let's see how this third quarter starts with Wylie getting the football. You always got to be on the lookout for an onside kick because the Plainsmen have got to find a way to get momentum. And so hopefully Wylie can continue what was happening in that first half and not basically not stop and keep it going against the Plainsmen in the second half.
Again, as Hodge was referencing, 30 points last week at Brownwood, all 30 in the first half, nothing in the second half. So 21 on the board here at the half. Can the offense continue some momentum here in the second half of play? They'll get the football first to start the second half. Brian, you had a great look downfield level of that first half of play. It's pretty quality 24 minutes, my friend.
Yes, sir. I mean, it was, like I said to Coach Martin at the interview, it's a very inspired ball on both sides, with KJ, the defense, the offensive line, the defensive line. But it's crucial. Unlike last week when we got the ball to start the second half, we couldn't do anything with it. I mean, if you're a Wylie fan, if you're listening at home, wherever you're watching on TV, whatever, or you gotta want to see this drive, get the ball, control the clock, eat some time off of it, make it a lengthy drive, and come away with a touchdown. That's a real backbreaker to the Monterey Plainsmen, who are fighting from behind as they are with 0 on the board. Like you said, I heard Hodge say, look for the fake. You got to look for anything that's coming. So you got to keep the intensity going, and you got to play on your toes at all times in this second half.
No doubt about it. I think it starts, as you said, Hodge, with a potential onside kick. Nothing to lose for the Plainsmen. You have to be aware of that if you're a Bulldog, a front line for the Bulldogs here. That could be coming here on this kickoff to start the second half. Let's give you some quick stats from the first half. Again, 298 yards of total offense. Landry Carlton, 11 carries for 55 yards. Malachi Daniels has 7 carries for 47. Julius Lane, 3 carries for 6 in that first half of play. KJ Long, 11 of 15 through the air, 194 yards and 2 touchdown passes. Braden Regala has 6 catches for 130 yards and a touchdown. 1 catch for Landry Carlton for the 30-yard touchdown. 1 catch for Harrison Heighton for 19. 2 catches for Derek Evans for 9. 1 catch tonight for Kendrick Vanderbilt for 6. Here is the kickoff to start the second half. It is a deep kick. It's taken down inside the 15 by Braden Regala, who's got a streak down the far sideline across the 50-yard line and quickly into Monterey territory. As Braden had a hard time catching it, but once he picked it up off the turf, found him a seam down the far sideline. 1st and 10 Bulldogs at the Monterey 45-yard line.
Great job again. It blows my mind on how many times a muff punt or return allows that hesitation for the return, the team coming to come tackle you, and the return able to, as Lee Course will say, not so fast, bam, outside and take off.
Good starting field position. Again, 1st and 10 on the Plainsmen 45. There's Long in the shotgun. Handed off Carlton, bounces off a defender, trying to get anything he can, running for his life in the backfield. Stretch it to the left, but it ultimately will lose 2 yards on the play. It was a handoff off right tackle, but good pressure by the front of that Monterey defense, led by Sean Perry, 6'2", 195-pound senior. Loss of 2 for Carlton, 2nd down and 12.
And I'm going to tell you, I almost said this before the kickoff, before we had that first kickoff to start the second half. It's going to sound crazy, but Monterey has to be coming out fortunate to only be down 21-0 because of the drive that was happening in late in the second quarter to really extend this lead to 28-0, and the fact that it is only 21-0, in my opinion, they got to feel at least decent about it. And so if they're going to have any kind of success, they've got to make this stop here. But again, a great field position to start the second half for the Wylie Bulldogs.
As have a stoppage in play here to start this third quarter of play after the Landry Carlton 2-yard loss, and give us a chance to say hello to some of our great sponsors again. Borland Sobin and Partners Dentistry, cosmetic and family dentistry, providing the best care possible. You can find them online at bspdentistry.com. Also, our radio home this year for Wylie Bulldog football, 101.7 The Raider. We're the big country's biggest variety of music, everything from the Eagles to Bob Seger to the Prince to the Red Hot Chili Peppers to Maroon 5 to Bruno Mars. Well, yeah, you get the picture. 101.7 The Raider. Grateful that they are the radio home of Wylie Bulldog football here in 2022. Stay tuned for the Animal Health and Medical Center postgame show. At the end of the game, you'll hear the Abilene Glass and Mirror player of the game. Hodge and I and Brian will have those for you at the conclusion of the night tonight. 2nd down and 12 after the stoppage in play. KJ play action with pressure. Strolls to his right, trying to avoid the pressure. Sidesteps one defender, but not the second. And KJ will go down with a 2-yard loss. Bulldogs going in the opposite direction. to start here this drive. It's 2-yard loss followed by another 2-yard loss. It's 3rd down and 14. Monterey's kind of ramped up the pressure here in the first 2 plays.
Well, and again, both sides, Coach Martin and Coach Thrash, making adjustments on each side to try to continue the momentum for Wylie and obviously the Plainsmen to stop it.
3rd and 14 on the 49. KJ a straight drop. Scrambles to his right, throw it out in the flat, in and out of the hands, incomplete. Penalty flag flies out, a Pest Patrol penalty flag, as the pass was intended for Seth Strange. That flag is in the area of offensive holding. We'll let the white hat referee confirm that call. So the pass falls incomplete if that is the call, and it is holding on the Bulldogs. Penalty will be declined. It's 4th down and 14. Pest Patrol penalty flag, a family-owned and operated business. The #1 focus is providing customers with the best Pest Patrol services available. That's Pest Patrol. So not the start, the ideal start, we should say, for the Bulldogs. Derek Evans and the punt team will come back out on the field. Jaden Hibbler back deep for the Plainsmen, stands inside the 15-yard line. Derek's punted twice tonight. He's had good hang time and has flipped the field both times. This is a low punt, but will take a Wylie bounce. Hibbler will let it go, and it'll roll all the way in to the end zone for a touchback. That's really not the worst thing. I would rather have that as opposed to Hibbler get his hands on the football and try to make a play. 10:35 left in our 3rd quarter. It's Wylie 21 and Monterey 0. Plainsman offense comes out for the first time here in the second half.
And again, big opportunity there for Wylie. Come up short, punt it away, but again, the turf, I can't emphasize how much that ball was rolling. I'm like, maybe we got a chance, maybe back it up like a toddless. But instead, it rolls into the end zone for a touchback. And we'll see what adjustments, because when you're ahead 21-0, that doesn't mean you still don't make adjustments.
There was a penalty on the play as well. I did not see that. It was a touchback, but the ball is being set on the 35, so some type of unsportsmanlike penalty here on the Bulldogs. So not bad starting field position here for the Plainsmen and company. 1st and 10 on their own 35, 149 yards of total offense in the first half for the Plainsmen. DJ Williams, 11 of 14 in the first half, but just 63 yards. They'll send motion across the formation, hand off to Hibbler, getting out on the left edge, and he will. 40-45 to the far sideline, across the 50 into Bulldog territory. They'll mark it on the 48. It's a 17-yard gain for Hibbler. Hibbler had a run of 40 yards in that first half, also had a 30-yard reception, but fumbled the football on the 30-yard reception. First and 10, Plainsmen on the Wylie 48. Williams in that shotgun again. Low snap, catches it on the shoe tops, looks to his left. Post pattern center of the field. Oh, had a wide open receiver, but overthrown and incomplete. Christian Williams ran about a 10, 15-yard square end pattern about the 35. He was open. Pass just too tall.
Yeah, plenty of heat on that ball as well. And just, again, not able to connect. 2nd down and 10. And so we'll see what happens here next for the Plainsmen.
Monterey has the skill position guys to do big things. They just haven't executed very well tonight. Here's 2nd and 10. Handed off on the zone read, trying to stretch out to the right. Breaks the first tackle, but not the second. Falling forward for a short gain is Kendrick Johnson. Colin Bruning from the linebacker spot gets a hand on it. Johnson is able to fall forward. They'll mark it on the 43. Boy, it looked like no gain at all to start, but Johnson able to get 5 just by stumbling around and falling forward. 3rd down and 5, though, here for the Plainsmen.
Had a hard time getting enough Bulldogs to the ball there to finish what Bruning was doing, and was enabled the running back to continue to move forward to pick up some yards and make the 3rd down a lot more manageable for the Plainsmen.
9:40 left in our 3rd quarter. Bulldogs 21-0. Williams in the shotgun, sends motion across his formation. Play action, quick curl pattern, incomplete. Pressure off the edge from Ryan Price. The receiver, Hebrew Hunter, also lost his footing on the curl. It falls incomplete. It's 4th and 5. It's go time for the Plainsmen offense. Down 21 in the second half. In plus territory at the Bulldog 43.
The Plainsmen have gone to the well a number of times with the screen pass. We'll see if they do that again, or just run a curl route, get to the first down markers, and try to pick it up. So big opportunity for here, Wylie, to get a stop and get the ball back and start moving in the direction for the offense.
Bulldogs did have their nickel package in, but have gone back to their 4-3 set. 4th and 5 for the Plainsmen, whistling a timeout. Plainsmen had to burn a timeout because the play clock was about to run down. So 4th down and 5. Don't want to turn a 4th and 5 into a 4th and 10, so they will go ahead and burn their first of 3 timeouts here in the second half. Critical moment in the game, especially for the Plainsmen, down 21, and 4th down and 5 coming up.
Well, and again, you were mentioning we'll find out if it's having to be a waste of a timeout or if it's used correctly. But again, they had that issue early on in the first half where they had to use all their timeouts early in the first quarter, and already with 9:30 on the clock, having to use that first timeout of the second half.
Bulldog football powered by Taylor Electric Cooperative, still owned by its members and serves, still neighbors working for neighbors. That's Taylor Electric Cooperative. Also, Big Country Tire, our scoring summary sponsor. Big Country Tire provides a number of automotive services and repairs to keep your vehicle running at peak performance. They offer oil, alignment, and brake services. BigCountryTire.com. 4th down and 5. 9:30 remaining, third quarter. Wylie at 21-0 lead. Plainsmen 4th and 5 at the Bulldog 43. Out of the timeouts, an empty backfield, 5-receiver set. 2 receivers to the right side of the formation, the short side of the field, 3 receivers to the left. We have not seen quarterback draw from Williams tonight. We have seen motion and a jet sweep out of this formation. But right now, 4th and 5. Ball's on the 43. Williams in an empty backfield. Pressure coming. Throws a curl, has his receiver. It's caught on the near sideline. That's Hunter on a curl pattern. Inside the 25 as he breaks the first tackle and gets down all the way to the 22. 4th and 5 turns into a 21-yard pass and catch for Hunter. It's 1st and 10. Plainsmen with a new set of downs. They're at the 22 of Wylie. Plainsmen will go fast here on 1st and 10. Everybody moved except the center, who forgot to snap the football. It's a pest patrol penalty flag and a false start here on the Plainsmen. Give us a chance to go down and visit with Brian on the sideline. Brian, what's going on down there?
Monterey has done a good job on the offensive line of playing better coverage and moving down and blocking in the gaps. That's kind of cut off the defense from making the penetration that we were making during the first half. So Bulldogs defense here needs to find a way to get in the backfield and start disrupting the plays again.
Wyatt Edmonston is in as part of that defensive line. He's in a defensive tackle spot. It's 1st down and 15 now for the Plainsmen at the Bulldog 27. Ball on the right hash, a 4-receiver set. Back off set to the left of Williams. Pressure coming off the edge again. Williams, a nice pocket. Throw the post pattern into double coverage. Knocked away and incomplete. It's the free safety, Hayden Wright, who came over and knocked that one down. They were trying to hit Hunter on a post pattern, but the free safety came over and knocked it away at 2nd down 15.
And again, Hayden doing a great job coming over. Again, as that safety, you're a center fielder having to help those guys underneath. They're expecting you to be there, and did a great job coming over and knocking it down. And again, a great job by the secondary there. Now you got 2nd and long.
Bulldogs already 2 takeaways tonight, 4 on the season. 2nd down 15, ball in the 27. Williams, play action with pressure, escapes the first, throws it an up for grabs ball down the field, and it falls incomplete. Boy, pressure coming. Colin Bruning as well as Josh Patterson applying pressure on Williams. And Williams, well, that was a dangerous pass, threw it up for grabs. A lot of fighting for the football down the field, but pass falls incomplete. It's 3rd down and 15.
And that penalty hurting the Plainsmen, backing them up, momentum going, and you get the penalty. Sometimes that NASCAR speed, you got to make sure you're ready for it. 3rd and long here for the Plainsmen.
4-receiver set, back off set to Williams right on 3rd down and 15. Wylie band making some noise on the far side. Trying to disrupt the Plainsmen here. The play clock says 0. They'll let the play go. No, they won't. Monterey has to burn another timeout. Right as the play clock was hitting 0, the Plainsmen had to burn their second timeout. We will too with 8:46 left in the third quarter. Our score, Wylie 21, Monterey 0. This is Bulldog football powered by Taylor Electric Cooperative. We're on the Wylie Bulldog Sport Network and 101.7 The Raider.
Want to win a new ride? With any use of your First Financial Bank Visa debit card, you are automatically entered into a drawing for a $49,500 certificate toward the purchase of a new car or truck between now and December 31st, 2022. Picture yourself cruising down the road in your new vehicle. No purchase necessary. For promotion rules and a list of participating dealers, visit www.ffin.com/sweepstakes. First Financial Bank. Member FDIC.
Doctors and nurses are the foundation of healthcare, but it takes people from all different backgrounds, experiences, and education with unique talents and skills to fulfill our mission of providing high-quality healthcare, emphasizing excellence and compassion consistent with the healing ministry of Jesus Christ. Join our team of educators, nurses, accountants, pharmacists, environmental service techs, transporters, and more. Be part of something that matters. Be part of the mission. Apply today at hendrickhealth.org/careers.
8:46 third quarter. Bulldogs a 21-0 lead. 3rd and 15 for the Plainsmen. They'll run a draw play. Hibbler back up the middle. A counter draw. He'll get the penalty yardage back inside the 25 to about the 23. Give him 4 on the carry. It's 4th down 11 for the Plainsmen. Go time here down 21. Clock ticks close to 8 minutes here in this third quarter. Be a long field goal anyway, but really at this stage of the game, a field goal does not do much good if you're the red and blue. 4th down 11. And again, that play clock down to 15 and counting. Monterey still looking over to the sideline. They've already burned 2 timeouts, Hodge, here in the second half.
Yeah, and again, having to do it, we're just now 4 minutes in and already 2, and they're about to get a delay game if they don't get it off here.
4th and 11 on the 23. They will get it off. Play action. Center of the field, post pattern, double coverage, in and out of the hands, incomplete. Christian Williams had a chance to make the catch in the end zone, but he cannot hold on to it. And the pass falls incomplete. It's Colin Bruning, Hayden Wright back in coverage for the Bulldogs. It's a turnover on downs. The Bulldog defense is held again. And the Bulldog offense back on the field. 1st and 10 on their own 23.
Yeah, Andy, again, great job defensively. The penalty helping that cause. Again, not really organized offensively for the Plainsmen. Wylie doing a great job getting stops, getting the ball. And again, now we're back to what we've talked about. Let's keep that defense off the field for a little bit, and let's get KJ in the offensive line and everybody rolling here with 7:51 left to go.
1st and 10 on the 23. It's a handoff up the middle. The freshman will get the carry, Julius Lane. And he'll push up to the 27, a 4-yard gain for Julius. Again, Julius last week played on the junior varsity level versus Brownwood, had a great week, was able to move up the freshman now with the varsity roster and getting some carries tonight. 4 carries for 10 yards thus far for Julius. 2nd and 6 from the 27. Ball still on the left hash. KJ empty backfield this time. Will run a little underneath. Jet sweep, I guess. Slip screen to Regala across the 30 to the 34. 7 yards on the pass and catch. It still counts as a pass and catch. It's kind of a forward sweep almost.
Your yards after catch really go up on plays like that, Andy.
Braden now 7 catches, 137 yards, and the touchdown. New set of downs for the Bulldogs. 1st and 10 on their own 34. Hand off to Lane, who actually trips on the feet of his quarterback, KJ Long, falls in the backfield, loss of 2.
Stopped on the play by number 20.
Don't see that too often, but a 2-yard loss. It's 2nd down and 12. Ball still on that left hash, but we played a lot of the game on this near side of the field, feels like tonight. Regala in motion. They'll fake the jet sweep, hand off to Carlton, 35-40. I love the leg drive of Landry Carlton. Every time an extra few yards after contact. Give him 9 on that carry. very manageable third down now here for the Bulldogs. Third down and 3 at the 41. Offense will go quickly, whistle though, a pest patrol penalty flag, a false start here on Wylie. Will push it back. Well, it would have been a third down and 3, now third down and 8.
Yeah, again, we saw a little momentum there going. Now you back it up. Still a manageable 3rd and 8 long, but still opportunity to get it. Even if you don't get it, if you can get back to that 4th and 3, maybe you still go for it. But again, we'll see what happens here with the Bulldogs on 3rd and a little bit of a long.
6:07 left, third quarter. The clock now winds halfway through the third quarter at 6 minutes. Bulldogs at 21-0 lead. 3rd and 8 from their own 36. Trips receivers to the right in the formation. Carlton offset to KJ's right as well. Throw the corner route. Regala on the far sideline. He's got it if he got a foot down. And yes, he did at the Plainsmen 45-yard line. It's a 19-yard pass and catch. KJ long to Braden Regala. 1st and 10 Bulldogs at the Plainsmen 45.
And again, great job just over the shoulder throw there and catch.
Bulldogs will go quickly with a new set of downs. Carlton on a dive up the middle, and he'll get 3 on the play. I love the pace, especially after a first down, move the sticks. It seems like the first down on a new set of downs. Boy, Coach Kincaid and the Wylie offense trying to go quickly. Here's 2nd and 7. Carlton again behind his big offensive line, a dive up the middle of the power play, and the pile pushes forward inside the 35 to the 32. And I tell you, Hodge, what looks like a 3 or 4 yard gain turns into 8, 9, 10. We've seen that multiple times in the last 2 weeks.
Yeah, and when you start letting, whether it's Carlton or Daniels, and we're seeing some with Julius as well, when you're able to carry a couple of guys along with you and picking up, again, yardage after the hit, if you will, is such a big thing. And, again, great job, offensive line, creating holes and continuing the movement that we've got going on this offensive drive.
Stoppage at play here on the field. Give us a chance to look at the out-of-town scoreboard, the District 2-5A, District 2 out-of-town scoreboard. That's Wylie's district here in this realignment, District 2-5A, District 2. One other game tonight, a Thursday night special in Amarillo, Dick Bivens Stadium. Amarillo Paladuro, who is in District 2-5A, Division 2 with Wylie. They trail Amarillo Caprock. It's 9-0 Caprock. That game in the third quarter. And yes, fans, Wylie fans, did you just ask, is there really a team from Amarillo in our district? The answer is yes. And your next question is, do we have to go to Amarillo this year? And that answer is also yes. So get ready, October 24th. Go ahead and gas up the car. Go ahead and start saving money now. October 24th, we'll be in Amarillo at Dick Bivens Stadium taking on the Paladuro Dons.
Well, the good thing about that is that's a Friday.
True.
That is a Friday, not a Thursday, like tonight.
Other teams in District 2-5A, Abilene Cooper. They are in their crosstown showdown tomorrow with Abilene High at Shotwell Stadium. Plainview is on the road at Pampa. Wichita Falls Ryder is on the road at Decatur. Lubbock High is on the road at Big Spring. Those teams in the District 2-5A Division 2 with the Wylie Bulldogs. 1st and 10 Wylie. Here's a quick curl pattern caught by Heighton on the left side of the formation. He'll get to the 25 before he's spun down there. Open field tackle for the Plainsmen by Austin Rivas. It is a 7-yard pass and catch for Heighton, his 2nd catch of the night. 2nd down and 3. Hand off Carlton. And Carlton will be close to another 1st down. Let's go down the field. Let's visit with Brian Hobbs, get his perspective from the sideline. Brian?
Hey, just what the doctor ordered. We asked for a long, methodical drive, and that's what we're seeing here. You've got the big dogs up front with Robinson and Stevenson, Van, Clay, and Mason all just pushing that pile, like you said, is what's giving us this extra yardage, which keeps the clock running, which keeps benefiting us, is keeping the defense off the field and letting them rest.
And again, another stoppage in play here on the field, as the Plainsman training staff will come out and tend to a player a little slow to get up off the turf this time, but he's already back up on his feet.
Just a quick moment early in the game when we were doing the coin toss, I thought it was really cool here tonight is our Congressman, Jody Arrington. He was down there for the coin toss. he grew up in Plainview and obviously represents this area in Abilene as well. And pretty cool to see Jody here. And again, with both two schools in his district, if you will, joining us tonight. And so it was great to visit with Jody. He's a big component of Dice and everything Abilene. So we appreciate him being here tonight for the coin toss between these two teams.
No doubt about that. Appreciate all he does for representation in Washington, D.C. on the behalf of the big country and more. Back to action, 1st and 10 on the 22. Another quick curl pattern, long to Heighton on this left side. Another 6-yard pass and catch. A 2nd down and 4 now coming up. That's Harrison's 3rd catch of the night. 3 catches for 32 for the senior. 2nd down, 4, ball on the 16. Play action, let's try Heighton again. We got him, curl pattern, near side, he's to the 10. Well, it takes a big shot late, but he's got another 1st down just inside the 10-yard line.
Well, you see it a lot of times we keep offensive plays where you keep running, same guy, running the ball. No different here. Run your cornerback off a little bit, turn back, Heighton connecting, and again, continue to move the ball.
1st and goal, Bulldogs. Handoff, Daniels, up the gut, bounces to the left. He'll drive inside the 5. He'll get to the 4-yard line, 5-yard gain from Malachi. We did see last week at Brownwood in this situation where Malachi would go Wildcat formation with a jumbo package. KJ staying in right now. 2nd down and goal, ball's just inside the 5. It's on the left hash. Long with Daniels offset to his right. Put it in the belly of Malachi. Hit right at the line of scrimmage and no gain. 3rd down and goal coming up. 3:50, 3:49 and counting, 3rd quarter. Wylie a 21-0 lead. Trying to extend it out to 28.
And really like to see, obviously, get it punched in here. Be fantastic. Just find a way to punch it in here and not lose this, not lose the momentum here. Go ahead and punch it in. We'll see what Kincaid dials up.
All right, the Bulldogs working the play clock here. 15 on the play clock. KJ might run this one down and then take a timeout. Because no hurry at all, and that's exactly what they're going to do. This is a big play here. 3rd down and goal. Chance to, I hate to say, put a nail in a coffin. There's still a lot of football left. But the Bulldogs will run it down and make sure they're all on the same page for a 3rd down and goal coming up at the 5-yard line. 3:07 remaining in our 3rd quarter. Bulldogs 21 and the Plainsmen 0. Wylie currently on our stat sheet, 372 yards of offense, 132 on the ground, 240 through the air today. KJ, according to our record, 16 out of 20, 16 of 20 for 240 yards and 2 touchdowns. Those touchdowns, a 30-yard touchdown pass to Landry Carlton, that in the 1st quarter, a 70-yard touchdown pass to Braden Regala, that in the 2nd quarter. Regala, 8 receptions, 156 yards, and the touchdown. Carlton on the ground, 16 carries for 78. Daniels, Malachi with 9 carries for 52. Again, 372 total yards of offense. Would love to see 377 at the end of this drive. If we get there, that's 6 more points on the scoreboard. 3rd down goal for the Bulldogs. Ball's on the left hash out of the timeout. It is jumbo package as Daniels is behind center. Take the snap. He's going to keep it off the left guard. He's met at the line of scrimmage. He'll even lose a yard. As Monterey sold the house and they bought appropriately. Daniels brought down in the backfield. It's a loss of 1. It's 4th and goal from the 6. Again, the traditional kicker, Brady Clark, for the Bulldogs is out tonight with an injury. Liam Cisneros 3 for 3 on extra points, but looks like the Bulldog offense will go for this here. 4th down. 4th down and goal from the 6. Ball on the left hash. Long, take the snap. Put it in the belly of Daniels. No, play action. Throw it up to Heighton on a square, and it's knocked out of his hands in the end zone right at the last second. Pass falls incomplete. Austin Revis on the coverage of Heighton, who just could not pull it in. It's incomplete. It's a turnover on downs. The Plainsman defense is held. On the good side of that, it was a 5-minute drive that Wylie ate up 5 minutes of clock, but no points to show for it. Still 21-0 on the scoreboard with 2:24 left here in our 3rd quarter. unfortunate, but silver lining again is the game is shortened by 5 more minutes.
Well, and it is a good thing. And now you've started both teams. We've done it twice. Monterey once. So the turnover on downs. It's still in that mind. You want to find a way to get a stop. And again, let's get those first points in the second half scored in the season of 2022.
A long field ahead here. DJ Williams, 1st and 10. Ball is on the 6-yard line. Williams, a low snap. It's loose in the end zone. All he can do is fall on it. And if he recovered it, it's a safety. He did recover it, but it is a safety for the Bulldogs. For the second week in a row, the Bulldogs have recorded a safety. One last week against Brownwood, and now this one against the Plainsmen. Take them however you can get them. The Bulldogs get 2. It's 23-0, 2:19 left in our third quarter of play. Gives us a chance to take a timeout. We'll step aside. This is Bulldog Football, powered by Taylor Electric Cooperative. We're on the Wylie Bulldogs Sport Network and 101.7 The Raider.
At Taylor Electric Cooperative, we are more than just the services we provide. For generations, we have been the link that has connected members to our local community. From those who remember when the lights were first turned on to those who rely daily on our high-speed fiber internet, we are here to make certain that those connections never dim. Because we understand that the most important connection we will ever make is the one we make together. At Taylor Electric, we have provided generations with services for living and connections for life.
At Wylie ISD, our career and technical education courses are designed to provide academic challenges for students. To us, it is vital for our students to earn important certifications that are recognized by industry and not only promote college readiness to further their education, but springboard students in preparation for a career in current and emerging professions. Wylie ISD, inspiring the next generation of innovators.
Wylie Bulldog Football, powered by Taylor Electric Cooperative on the Wylie Bulldog Sports Network, 101.7 The Raider. Glad you're with us tonight, Andy Penny, alongside Ryan Holmes. Brian Hobbs down on the sideline. A safety by the Bulldog defense. It's 23-0. Monterey the free kick. As here comes the kickoff. Braden Regala back deep. He will field it at the Wylie 24. He's up the numbers on the right side of the field. Stutter step at the 40, and he'll be tackled just outside the 40 at the 42. 23-0 now on the scoreboard with 2:12 left in the third quarter of play. You're listening to Wylie Bulldog Football on KTJK FM and HD1. Holly Abilene 101.7 The Raider. That's the first 2 points of the second half for the Bulldogs all season long.
It is huge. And Andy, I don't know who we're going to put in charge of the research department, but we got to figure out it's not Joe DiMaggio 56 in a row, but how many safeties in a row have there been? And so it's 2 weeks in a row with a safety. And so that's huge if you have Wylie on your fantasy football special teams this week.
And just like that, the Wylie offense back on the field. Hand off to Carlton. Straight up the gut. This might be a time-consuming drive again. There's 6 more for Landry.
And again, the frustration. Great job defense, special teams for Wylie. But Monterey, you get a stop, and then give it right back.
Yep. 2nd and 4 at the 48. Carlton again up the gut. He'll get to the 50-yard line. 3rd down 2 coming up. Let's get a feel from the sideline with Brian Hobbs. Brian, it's all yours.
Hey, how about that? The defense gets the safety, second one in the last 2 weeks, and you get the offense back on the field. How much better is it get that? We're used to hearing, hey, the defense is back on the field. Hey, we got the offense back on the field.
That was quick. 3rd down and 2. KJ in that shotgun. Put it in the belly of Carlton again. Has a 1st down and more. 40. 35, spun down inside the 35 at the 34.
Moses parted the Red Sea right there with the line, and a great job by Clay and all those up front, opening up the line, and again, Carlton, huge opportunity, a lot of real estate to run through there.
16 on the play, fourth double-digit run of the night for Landry. That puts him over 100 yards for the night, too. 19 carries, 102 yards. First and 10 at the 34, Monterey. Give it to Landry again. Short gain this time, maybe 2. Second down and 8 coming up. This drive should now squeeze us into the fourth quarter of plays. We're at 45 seconds and counting. Remember, this is a Monterey team that scored 39 points last week against Odessa High. Class 6A Odessa High scored 39 last week. Have a goose egg 3 quarters in tonight. Second down and 8. Carlton again. A handoff met right at the line of scrimmage. No gain this time.
And there is plenty. We are where the game clock and the play clock are not as in sync, and so it looks like this should be the time where we head into the fourth quarter. But you know what's different about last week and this week? We have scored in the second half.
2 points in the quarter, courtesy of Bulldog defense safety. That will take us to the end of the third quarter of play. At the end of 3, Lowry Field, Plains Capital Park in Lubbock, Texas. Our score, Wylie 23 and Monterey 0. Fourth quarter coming up. This is Bulldog football powered by Taylor Electric Cooperative. We're on the Wylie Bulldog Sports Network and 101.7 The Raider.
At Taylor Electric Cooperative, we are more than just the services we provide. For generations, we have been the link that has connected members to our local community. From those who remember when the lights were first turned on to those who rely daily on our high-speed fiber internet, we are here to make certain that those connections never dim. Because we understand that the most important connection we will ever make is the one we make together. At Taylor Electric, we have provided generations with services for living and connections for life.
At Borland Soden Partners, we're in our third decade of providing high-quality, affordable dental care in Abilene and the Big Country. Our family-friendly clinic offers comprehensive dental care for adults and children. Anything from hygiene and preventative care to cosmetic dentistry and dental implants. And don't worry, we do emergency services too. Our team of professionals understands the latest dental techniques and technology and welcome your questions as we develop the perfect treatment plan for you. And best of all, we offer same-day appointments if you're in pain. So schedule your appointment today, and we'll see you soon.
Start of the fourth quarter, 23-0. Wylie on top of Monterey. Taylor Electric Cooperative, Bulldog football. Here on 101.7 and the Wylie Bulldog Sports Network. Online, www.WylieBulldogAthletics.com, as well as the Wylie Bulldog Athletics mobile app that you can listen to, view on your phone as well. Third down and 8 for the Bulldogs to start the fourth quarter. Hand off to Carlton, who bounces to the left, breaks the tackle, has a first down. He's inside the 20, falls forward to about the 16. They'll mark it at the 18, but nonetheless it's 14 more for the senior. 22 carries, 118 yards. First and 10, Bulldogs inside the 20-yard line at the 18. And that carry also takes the Bulldog offense over 400 yards of offense tonight. And 397 at the end of the quarter, now 411. Handoff again to Carlton. Well, Landry is the workhorse. He's down to the 14. He's got 4 more.
Working really hard, extending this drive, doing a really good job pushing it forward. A great job by Wylie. Again, let's find a way to push it in and knock it into the end zone.
It's a drive that started with just over 2 minutes left in the third quarter, inching down to 11 minutes left in the game tonight. KJ looks to his left, now steps up in the pocket. He'll have to scramble and get what he can, and what he can get is a yard. Like a busted play on the far side, but KJ able to fall forward for a yard. Third down and about 5 here from the 13. 2 down territory?
Oh, 100%. I think, again, up 23-0, you have an opportunity. You continue to find a way to put it in the end zone.
There's KJ, 3rd and 5, throws the out pattern left side, caught by Regala right at the sticks, right in front of the sticks. When the Bulldogs need a play through the air, Braden Regala's had his name called a few times. Pass and catch 4-5, it's enough for a first down. First and goal, Bulldogs at the 8-yard line.
That's big. At first, I wasn't real sure. I know Chad was supposed to bring me binoculars, but when I was looking, it really looked like that the yardage guy wasn't moving yet.
First and goal at the 8. 10:31 left tonight, a 23-0 lead. Handoff Carlton right up the gut, inside the 5, drive to about the 3-yard line. Tough run from the senior again, it's second and goal at the 3. Bulldogs look like they'll go quick here.
Yeah, and again, Plainsmen on the heels, big time, find a way, punch it in right here, and again, let's get that touchdown.
Let the senior finish it off. Let's see if he gets a chance to finish it off. Second and goal from the 3. On the left hash, KJ puts it in the belly of Carlton. He'll push forward. He's into the blue turf. It's a Wylie Bulldog touchdown. Landry Carlton from 3 yards out. The Bulldogs are dominating tonight in Lubbock. It's 29-0 with an extra point to come.
And again, Andy, it was another run by Carlton. Hit up at the front of the line, continues to bounce off, and plunges into the end zone.
Great drive, time-consuming, powerful drive between the tackles. Those 5 offensive linemen who are just, man, they've been dominating tonight. 29-0 with an extra point to come. Cisneros in for the extra point. Snap is back, hold is down. Cisneros is 4 for 4 on PATs, as it is good. 9:57 remaining tonight. Our new score, Wylie 30, Monterey 0. We'll take the timeout. This is Bulldog football powered by Taylor Electric Cooperative. We're on the Wylie Bulldog Sports Network and 101.7 The Raider.
It's game time. No matter what challenge comes your way, Abilene Teachers Federal Credit Union is here to help you make a winning play. We'll coach you through even the toughest calls to help you keep the ball moving forward. That's right. Live in Taylor or Callahan counties? It's time to huddle up. Join the team today. Become a member at Abilene Teachers Federal Credit Union. Federally insured by NCUA.
$9:57 remaining tonight. Our new score, Wylie 30 and Monterey 0. Dominating performance tonight by the guys in purple and gold. Close this thing out and move to 2-0 on the young season. Andy Petty alongside the Hodge, Ryan Holmes. Ryan hops down on the field. Glad you're with us tonight. Cisneros ready. He approaches the football. It's a high kick, a shorter kick, and a fair catch called for and made. And the Plainsmen will start just outside their own 25. Fair catch made by Will Collier. Let's give you the Big Country Tire scoring summary for the Bulldogs. An 11-play, 58-yard drive, 4:15 off of the clock. Landry Carlton into the end zone for the 3rd time tonight, a 3-yard touchdown run. Liam Cisneros adds the extra point. 9:57 remaining, 4th quarter of play. It is Wylie 30 and Monterey 0. Of course, last week the Bulldogs put up 30, and here we are with 10 minutes left with 30 on the scoreboard again.
And again, you reiterating what you said earlier is the 0 in the Plainsmen's column. Great job. Continue this.
Empty backfield this time for for Williams. Throws it out in the flat right side. Underthrows his receiver. That's Hunter on the far side. It falls incomplete. Williams tonight, 12 of 20 for 84 yards. The Plainsmen through 3 quarters of play, 190 yards of total offense. Barely had the ball there in that 3rd quarter play, seemed like. Here's 2nd and 10. Quick curl pattern, caught on the far side, enough for a 1st down. As again, that's Hunter on the far side. We'll get it out to the 40-yard line. It's gain 13. Let's get down and get a feel from the sideline with Brian Hobbs. Brian?
especially the guys when your offensive line can get into that second level when they block and give your running back all the time he needs to pick his way through. Like, we've seen tonight with this offensive line, it's just done an incredible job giving us the time to get into the end zone.
No doubt about that. Here's first and 10 for the Plainsmen from their own 40. Throw an out pattern. Nice catch on the far side. That's Hibbler, who was in the slot position, ran an out pattern, makes the catch. 8-yard pass and catch. And second down and 2. Monterey's in District 2, 5A Division 1. That's a little bit different look of a district this year. Lubbock Cooper moved up from Division 2 to Division 1. Abilene High dropped down from 6A into that 5A Division 1. That will be a tough district. The likes of those teams. Of course, Coronado's in there as well. There's a curl pattern in and out of the hands, incomplete. This time intended for Jamarcus Smith. Set up a third down and 2.
Third down and 2, opportunity again. Really, offensively, Lubbock Monterey struggled running the football, and they've really had to throw it. The struggle of that is that when you do throw the pass and it falls incomplete, that clock stops and allows that ball to be given to Wylie a lot sooner and to continue to try to increase the lead.
Well, it's an empty backfield here. Third down and 2 for Williams and company. Pressure coming from the Bulldogs. Low snap. He'll have to air it out. He's got a receiver. What a great catch. A one-handed diving catch by Jaden Hibbler. Wow, what a great catch. All the way down the 25-yard line. 27 yards on the pass and catch. If he doesn't have to dive for that football, it's a touchdown. But nonetheless, a great catch, 27 yards, and a Monterey first down. And now a whistle and a false start. Pest Patrol penalty flag here on the Plainsmen. They tried to go quick after the great catch, but false start on Monterey, first down at 15.
And I highly recommend, again, the Lubbock folks filming all this stuff. You might want to send that to Bristol.
That's a heck of a catch. Williams just kind of throw it up for grabs, post pattern deep down the field, and Hibbler able to get in a position to make a dive and a one-handed catch. Keep the drive alive.
But then the false start.
Yep. You can tell that Monterey, again, a lot of athletes, but some discipline to work with. Of course, Wayne Hutchison just retired, who had great success at Stanford, had been here at Monterey, just retired, Coach Thrash in his first year. Here's a pass down the field and a catch behind the secondary. It's Hibbler again. They'll mark it at the 1-yard line. This one will go for 29 on the pass and catch. Plainsmen have a first and goal at the 1. First and goal at the 1. Clock runs, 7:50 remaining tonight. Wylie, the 30-0 lead. Plainsmen trying to get on the scoreboard for the first time.
And Andy, they're doing a lot of substitution. Again, that play clock has not been their best friend tonight, and still having a hard time getting set to get this play off.
Wildcat formation, Hibbler in there in the backfield. He'll keep it himself, bobble the snap. Pushing forward at the goal line. Ball's loose in the end zone, and the Bulldogs have recovered it. The Bulldogs have recovered it in the end zone. The officials coming together. One official saying, did he cross the line before the ball came loose? The officials are coming together, but Wylie comes out of the pile with the football. And it is a fumble recovered by the Bulldogs in the end zone for a touchback. Break your back play for the Plainsmen, their third turnover of the night. And the second time that the Plainsmen have been inside the 5-yard line tonight. Second different drive with no points to come for it. Brian, did you have a look at that down on the sideline? Good look at it?
Yeah, it was definitely the ball was out right before he crossed it and went down, so it was no doubt on that one.
Unbelievable. Boy, just one of those nights for the Plainsmen. Anything, try to make a play, they just cannot do it tonight.
And I'm going to tell you, as a guy that officiates basketball, it's one of those, I'm sorry I have to call that foul. I don't think anybody wanted to make that call as an official to point it the other way.
So first and 10, Bulldogs, new quarterback in. It's Colin Bruning, the junior. He'll hand it off to Julius Lane, and Lane will push forward for about 3 yards. Again, Bruning is in at the quarterback spot, calling the 6', 195-pound junior. And he'll take over KJ Long's night, probably done at the 7-minute mark of the fourth quarter, and a 30-0 Bulldog lead. Probably get some other new names in here. Try to get those to you. Second down and 7 from the 23. Bruning in that shotgun, working the play clock a little bit. Call for the snap, put it in the belly of Lane again. Changes directions at the 25, is across the 30, 35, 40 before he's knocked off his feet. There's a reason why Julius Lane's wearing the varsity jersey. He just picked up 20 and moved the 6, first and 10 Bulldogs.
And again, a good job extending that lead and doing those things early in the first half to get you to 30-0. Allows you to get new guys in to get some reps, and again, some breathing room on a short week after last week's Friday and again on the short week.
6:15 left tonight. Bulldogs a 30-0 lead. First and 10 on their own 43. Bruning again in that shotgun. Works some play clock. Take the snap, put it in the belly of Lane again. He'll fall forward to the 45, 40, in the 46-yard line. 3 more yards for Julius. Again, don't forget we are at home next week. The Bulldogs home opener, the 2-0 Bulldogs home opener next week. Wylie plays host to the Lubbock Cooper Pirates. It's a 7 o'clock kickoff next Friday. Of course, we'll be on the broadcast airwaves for you, too. Should be a fun time on Antley Road next Friday night as Wylie plays host to Lubbock Cooper. Second down, 7. The ball's at the 46. The Bulldogs really milking that play clock. They might take this thing down to triple zeros. Ball control allows. There's second and 7. Handoff Lane again. Snaking forward with a seam. Look at him drive the pile. That's going to be enough for another first down. Again, it looks like what's going to be about a 2-3 yard gain, and Julius just turned that into 9. Move the 6 into Monterey territory, first down and 10.
Yeah, again, I can't reiterate on how good it is. Get some kids some PT, some playing time, being able to play in a varsity environment, playing some different positions, Bruning coming in at quarterback, and again, the freshmen getting a lot of looks as you get ready to continue to move the season and get ready for district play. And so getting that success is really good this early in the season.
So we have a stoppage of play here on the field. As again, the Plainsmen training staff tending to player down on the field real quick. Give us a chance to tell you that last year the Wylie Athletic Booster Club was able to support every sport equally with the purchase of new equipment, uniforms, other items needed. They also awarded scholarships to student athletes. These things are possible because of the volunteers and support we get from our Wylie community. If you're interested in a Wylie Athletic Booster Club membership, you can go to www.gowyliebulldogs.com. It only costs $50 per family, and you'll get some Wylie swag to show your support for the Bulldogs as well. That's the Wylie Athletic Booster Club. Thanks to all of our sponsors of Wylie Bulldog Football, Taylor Electric Cooperative, Lawrence Hall Chevrolet, Pest Patrol, 1017 The Raider, our radio home for Wylie Bulldog Football, Big Country Tire, Borland Sobin and Partners Dentistry, First Financial Bank, Hendrick Clinic Bone and Joint, The Shed Market, Animal Health and Medical Center. That's our post-game show, which you'll hear in just a few moments. Animal Health and Medical Center post-game show. Abilene Glass and Mirror. We'll have our Abilene Glass and Mirror player of the game for you during that post-game show. You got any favorites?
What's that?
For our player of the game.
I've got a few ideas. Was checking out some scores down back in the 3-2-5, Abilene Christian kicking off their Coach Patterson debut. They're leading 21-14 right now as the fourth quarter is about getting ready to get underway. And so hopefully Coach Patterson gets that first W like Coach Martin did last week.
No doubt about that.
But I do have some thoughts.
Don't give it away.
Oh, no. And I don't have thoughts, but I'm not giving hints. I have thoughts, but not giving hints.
Brian, you got your player of the game?
I've got several, and I mean it's hard. I mean, look at the success of the Bulldogs have had tonight, and how well it's been distributed. I mean, how it's hard to pick just one.
Oh, you're going soft on me. You know who it is. No, I don't either. I'll be honest with you. I don't, but you're right. You're right, no doubt about that. So, and man, kudos to that offensive line. Sometimes the most underrated guys sometimes get no recognition, but yeah, it starts up front. They've been impressive tonight too.
Yeah, if it was Thanksgiving or anything close by, we could give a shed turkey leg or something to the guys up front. They're doing a really good job of creating holes and time to throw the football.
Speaking of the shed, come join us on Tuesday nights. We do the Wylie Bulldogs Sports Zone with head coach Clay Martin. We do it live from the shed Tuesday nights, 6 o'clock. Come out and join us. Hear about this Wylie football game against Monterey, a preview of next week against Lubbock Cooper. Hear about all the other Wylie sports going on, and eat some good food with good company there at the shed, the Wylie Bulldogs Sports Zones. Tuesday night on location at the shed, 7925 Buffalo Gap Road. Could be a part of the show, the Wylie Bulldogs Sports Zone, with head coach Clay Martin. Out of the stoppage of play, the Bulldogs a new set of downs, a 1st and 10 on the Monterey 45, a 30-0 Bulldog lead. Bruning in at the quarterback, stoppage of play, and a pest patrol penalty flag. A false start penalty here on the purple and gold. That'll cost them 5.
And you get quarterback changes, you get center changes, all those things take place, and sometimes it's getting used to that new voice can happen.
Cost them 5, 1st down and 15. The clock continues to roll. Bulldogs scored on their first 2 drives tonight and have been in control ever since. Led 21-0 at halftime. They lead 30-0 as the final few minutes tick off here tonight. 1st and 15 right at the 50. Bruning take the snap. They'll hand it off to Lane. Lane corralled from behind. No gain hardly at all. Jamarcus Smith will make the tackle. No gain in the second down at 15. Talking about some depth. Now 3 running backs for Wylie with 10 carries, at least 10 carries. Landry Carlson has 25 by himself, 25 for 130 for Landry. 10 carries for Malachi Daniels for 51, 10 carries now for Julius Lane for 43.
And again, that helps on the legs front. If Daniels is going to have some of that playing both ways, playing defense and offense, again, being able to have enough leg power to get through a game like tonight's huge.
Kenny Scott is in the receiving corps. The junior, he split out wide. Here's a handoff. New back in the backfield, trying to get the number. Didn't see the number of the handoff. The pile comes loose. Henry Currington, the senior, 5'7", 160 pounds, his first carry tonight. He'll pick up 4, get most of the penalty yardage back. See, Tate Smart on that offensive line. Caden Green's part of that offensive line. Gonna try to get you a couple new numbers. 3rd down, 11 here for the Bulldogs. 2:40 and counting here in the 4th quarter. Bruning take the snap, put it in the belly of Currington again. Bounces to the left. He'll get to the 45, and that's about it. A gain of 1 here for Currington. 4th down and 10 for the Bulldogs. Boy, this is a dominating night. Wylie's going to finish just shy, it looks like, of 500 yards tonight. 469 with 2:13 and counting left on the clock. Looks like the Bulldogs go ahead and go for it here. 4th down and 10 on the 45.
And again, Wylie having 2 timeouts left makes you wonder if that play clock of 15 seconds may roll all the way down, call a timeout, and then punt it and pin them back and get some other kids. Also, you can do the same thing defensively.
Yep.
Now, don't get me wrong, Coach Hill would like to see that 0 stay put. But if you can get some younger kids in and get them some experience on the defensive side, because you never know when you're going to need a guy that needs a breather. Hey, I need you to go in.
Yep.
And so that's huge on being able to get these kids some playing time. Early in the year, again, the goal is always take care of business, get ready for district, and find a way to get them into a playoff spot.
So Bulldogs do call a timeout. I think with the timeout, they'll probably make the personnel change and go ahead and punt the football away. It's a perfect start for Wylie for this season. Get 2 quality wins on the road. Now you get to go home with some momentum. The schedule doesn't get any easier for the next few weeks. Lubbock Cooper at home, followed by Stephenville, the state champions from a year ago. They'll be in Abilene in 2 weeks. Then on the road to Class 6A San Angelo Central. That's the rest of the non-district schedule. This team will be battle-tested by the time district play rolls around, but that's how you want it. That's why you play the non-district games. And it's going to be a fun, entertaining week starting next week as Lubbock Cooper will come to town.
Down on the track or the field after the game. Thank you for your cooperation.
Derek Evans in punt formation, 4th and 10 from the Monterey 45. 1:45 left. Bulldogs 30-0. Evans is ready. It's a high snap, but no rush. Derek will get it off. This is a short punt. Come to the near sideline and roll out of bounds. Marked at the, I believe, the 35-yard line. That's where the Plainsmen will take the football one more time with 1:37 to work with. One timeout in their pocket. And again, a 30-0 Bulldog lead. We'll have our Animal Health and Medical Center postgame show. We'll give you our Abilene Glass and Mirror player of the game. And wrap things up from Lowry Field. It's a school night.
It is a school night, I'll be honest with you. I keep looking over to the right of us, the Wylie coaches next to us. I always wonder, at some point, they've got to do all the headset picking up and all that. I keep looking at when does the headset start to be put away by the Wylie coaching staff.
Hasn't started yet. Here's Williams going to air it out on the near sideline. Has a receiver, but it's overthrown. Intended for Christian Williams. It falls incomplete. And it's now 2nd down and 10. And just as you say that, here come the headsets off.
Yeah, they start making the adjustment.
Hey, I got to throw out a major kudos here. Wylie Bulldogs Productions, the student team, Justin Holland, teacher and his great student staff done a great job of putting this thing on the airwaves tonight. I want to say thanks to them and great work. So there's a pass up the field, caught. It's down inside the 40-yard line. 26 yards on the pass and catch. It's a catch made by Williams. Yeah, as soon as I said tonight was a school night, all their heads dropped. Oh, yeah, we're going to go to school tomorrow. Totally forgot. 1st and 10 on the 39 with 1:10 remaining. Crossing pass. This one almost intercepted. Almost intercepted, and that might have been a pick six had been intercepted, as it was in and out of the hands of Hayes Sight. 2nd down and 10 at the 39. I think Sipe at the last second, he was defending on the play and then realized I got a chance to intercept this thing, but just couldn't quite make the adjustment fast enough and haul it in. But if he catches that out in the flat right side, that's a touchdown we're celebrating right now. 2nd down and 10, balls on the 39 in Bulldog territory. Straight drop for Williams with pressure. He's going down. Big time sack. The sack by, I believe that's Kendrick Vanderbilt, the 6'1 senior. It's a 9-yard loss. And you can hear the student body on the far side giving their chance for Kendrick Vanderbilt on a great play. 3rd down and 19.
Williams' helmet came off, so he has to come out and new quarterback in here at the end.
It's Luke Arrington who will get a snap in. Pressure on the edge. He doesn't sit. He's sacked as well. Dylan Garrison, the 5'8 senior, off the edge. Arrington never saw it coming. It's an 8-yard loss. It's 4th and a long ways to go. The Plainsmen don't have to run another play if they don't want to, and I don't think they will. Exclamation point on a shutout. 2 plays in a row, sacks by the defense. What a way to put this one in the books. The final seconds will run off. The Wylie Bulldogs are 2-0 in 2022, and they do it in impressive fashion tonight. Your final score from Lowry Field, Plains Capital Park: Wylie 30 and Lubbock Monterey 0. Two teams will come out and they'll exchange their greetings and good game and handshakes. But what a fantastic finish. We'll take a timeout. We'll talk to the head coach here at Clay Martin in just a moment. Bulldogs 2-0, 30-0 the final. This is Bulldog football powered by Taylor Electric Cooperative. We're on the Wylie Bulldogs Sports Network and 101.7 The Raider.
At Taylor Electric Cooperative, we are more than just the services we provide. For generations, we have been the link that has connected members to our local community. For those who remember when the lights were first turned on, to those who rely daily on our high-speed fiber internet, we are here to make certain that those connections never dim. Because we understand that the most important connection we will ever make is the one we make together. At Taylor Electric, we have provided generations with services for living and connections for life.
Doctors and nurses are the foundation of healthcare, but it takes people from all different backgrounds, experiences, and education with unique talents and skills to fulfill our mission of providing high-quality healthcare, emphasizing excellence and compassion consistent with the healing ministry of Jesus Christ. Join our team of educators, nurses, accountants, pharmacists, environmental service techs, transporters, and more. Be part of something that matters. Be part of the mission. Apply today at hendrickhealth.org/careers.
It's game time. No matter what challenge comes your way, Abilene Teachers Federal Credit Union is here to help you make a winning play. We'll coach you through even the toughest calls to help you keep the ball moving forward. That's right. Live in Taylor or Callahan counties? It's time to huddle up. Join the team today. Become a member at Abilene Teachers Federal Credit Union. Federally insured by NCUA.
At Plainsmen Partners, we're in our third decade of providing high-quality, affordable dental care in Abilene and the Big Country. Our family-friendly clinic offers comprehensive dental care for adults and children. Anything from hygiene and preventative care to cosmetic dentistry and dental implants. And don't worry, we do emergency services too. Our team of professionals understands the latest dental techniques and technology and welcome your questions as we develop the perfect treatment plan for you. And best of all, we offer same-day appointments if you're in pain. So schedule your appointment today, and we'll see you soon.
A dominating finish, the Wylie Bulldogs 2-0 on the young season, and it was impressive. Your final score from Plains Capital Park and Lowry Field, Wylie 30 and Monterey 0. Andy Petty alongside Ryan Holmes. Brian Hobbs down on the field. Welcome you into the Animal Health and Medical Center post-game show at Animal Health and Medical Center. We treat your pets like valued family members, the ones that they are. That's Animal Health and Medical Center. 30-0 victory, 30 points on the scoreboard for the second consecutive week, but a shutout, a dominating performance by that defense. Brian Hobbs has the head man down there. Coach Clay Martin, Brian, it's all yours.
Coach Martin, 2 games, 6 days, heavily road tested. O-line puts a perfect performance out there tonight. Your defense gets the shutout. Tell me what it's like to come out of this 2-0. How are you feeling about it tonight?
Yeah, I mean, obviously we feel good. Thought we played better this week and made a big jump. Proud of our coaching staff and what the work we did on a short week. And, all the credit goes to these kids. That's a hard deal to be prepared to play the way they were, and just proud of the way we performed.
And KJ had a big night tonight. Speak to that.
Yeah, he's had 2 back-to-back games. I think if you ask him, he made a couple of mistakes here and there. But what a great game and great performance. And, had some big performance by a lot of people.
Well, the road test is over for a while. We head home for the first home game of the season, bringing in the Lubbock Cooper Pirates. We know all about that. So what can we look forward to for next week?
Yeah, obviously we're going to get to work in the morning and got a great opponent next week, and we'll be ready to play.
All right, Coach. Be safe on the way home, and thank you for your time, sir. Congratulations.
That's the head coach, Clay Martin. Brian, I'll come right back down to you. Your final thoughts from down on the field. Brian, you still with us?
Yeah.
Yeah, give me your final thoughts down on the field.
Okay, well, after 2 hard road tests, about 500 miles if you add it all up for this team, to come out 2-0 is just fantastic. But now the real work begins, as you said a few minutes back. We head home for our first home game to Lubbock Cooper, which is no stranger to the Wylie fans. We know how that has gone the last several years, and with the way this team has performed the last 2 weeks, I really like our chances going into our first home game.
No doubt about it. Hey, safe travels, man. Glad you're with us, and look forward to working with you again next Friday night.
Absolutely. Let's go home.
I love it. Be safe on the road. road out there. Ryan Holmes, we look at our final stats, 469 yards of offense for Wylie tonight, 224 on the ground, 245 through the air. How balanced is that? 130 yards on the ground for Landry Carlton. KJ Long, according to our stats, 17 of 22 for 245 and 2 touchdown passes. And we'll get into our Abilene Glass and Mirror Player of the Game tonight. We give it to the junior Braden Regala. Braden tonight, 9 catches, 161 yards, and a 70-yard touchdown. He's a playmaker. He's our Abilene Glass and Mirror Player of the Game tonight.
Yeah, and again, Regala does such a good job not only being able to find a way to get open, has a great connection with KJ, but also not only did he do a good job offensively, but was big on the punt return game. Had a big return, the kickoff return early to start the second half. Had a big return there, and so I thought Regala did a really good job tonight, and definitely earns the player of the game tonight. And so congratulations to him. And again, the balanced offense is what is really huge and continuing to move forward as Wylie continues to get better. And I think Coach Martin had said it either last week or whatever. Is each week your goal, and you mentioned it on the way up here, get better from week 1 to week 2 and get better from 2 to 3.
No doubt about it. There's so many guys to choose from tonight. A shutout defensively, Landry Carlton, 130 yards rushing, but an awesome night tonight for Braden Regala, our Abilene Glass and Mirror Player of the Game. Since 1946, Abilene Glass and Mirror has been Abilene's preferred glass and mirror shop, and you're sure to find what you're looking for. Visit them online at AbileneGlass.com. Mr. Holmes, it's been fun, and next week we don't have to travel to do it. We already got 2 road games under our belts and get to do it at the friendly confines against Lubbock Cooper next week. Should be fun.
It should be a lot of fun. Monterey gets to head to not far. They play Friendship next week, and so they'll be trying to figure out a way to how to get that first W for them. And of course, we'll be looking to find a way to continue that win column to keep growing as Lubbock Cooper comes to town. We'll be at Sanford next week. Again, our first home game. I can't reiterate what you said. Justin Holland and all those guys have a fantastic job of making us sound good and everything running well. Appreciate all our sponsors.
No doubt about it. No doubt about it. Kudos to you guys. Awesome job. Look forward to continuing to work with you, Mr. Holmes. We're 2-0, brother. We are 2-0. It's been a fun start to the 2022 season. Safe travels. We'll talk to you next week. As that will wrap things up here from Plains Capital Park and Lowry Field. Again, our final score tonight, Wylie 30, Monterey 0. So many to thank. We start again with Animal Health and Medical Center in our postgame show, Abilene Glass and Mirror, our player of the game. Other sponsors for us tonight, The Shed Market, Hendrick Clinic Bone and Joint, First Financial Bank, Borland Sobin and Partners Dentistry, Big Country Tire, Pest Patrol, Lawrence Hall Chevrolet, our home on the radio, 1017 The Raider and 1017theraider.com, and our title sponsor for Wylie Bulldog Athletics, Taylor Electric Cooperative. Taylor Electric Cooperative, still owned by the members it serves, still neighbors working for neighbors. Special thanks to all of our sponsors of Wylie Bulldog football here in 2022. Again, we'll talk to you next Friday night at home game at Sanderford Stadium as Wylie plays host to the Lubbock Cooper Pirates. A 7 o'clock kickoff from Sanderford. Of course, we'll have the broadcast here on 1017 The Raider and through our Wylie Bulldogs Sports Network and WylieBulldogAthletics.com. Again, our final score tonight from Lowry Field, Plains Capital Park. The Bulldogs move to 2-0. Your final, Wylie 30, Monterey 0. Kudos and thanks to all those involved. We'll talk to you next Friday. Until then, take care. So long. Goodbye, everybody.